Just as I muted you, what a time. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, what a time.
Hey, baby,
I
welcome
took
to
the
the
silence
stream.
as affirmation.
I saw that coming. I saw the intro video starting to play on the delayed stream, and then Alex said something, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna line up."
Bamboozled myself. Hello.
You absolutely did. Hey, everybody. We're doing another, like, absolute nonsense stream. I've got some wacky more PowerPoint bullshit. I called this, I don't think I've actually called it anywhere in the title, but in the slideshow I've sent to you, I've called it PowerPoint, because power is the
I get
operative
it.
thing going on here.
I get it.
As you may have seen from
Do we?
the stream
Do we
title-
call out the inspiration on this?
We can. I mean, again, this is
something we
like
do?
all loosely based on, like, again, this is like loosely based on Magic the Noah again, but like there's a couple of other ideas that slip into this here that is not just him. So like it's hard to. I'm not gonna shout at everybody. It's a yoink and twist, as I think some people call it.
Yes.
Monday
I
is
do
the
like good old yoink
Monday.
and twist.
They don't call it
Me
Manic
too,
Monday
but
for
I don't know
nothing.
if we're talking about the same thing.
Oh no! Oh no!
I was trying not to get there, but you just
I think
jumped
this is like
straight
an
into
actual
that ball.
creator term that
What?
I've heard. Like,
I'm
so I
talking
don't.
about gardening. It's how you pull weeds.
No, it is it's a. Oh well. You
It
haven't
is-
given
it
me
is a
edit
thing.
powers, so I can't edit my character sheet.
This is true. I deliberately haven't given you edit powers because I wanted to make sure that I didn't just like break things by accident. Not that there's a lot to break, but I was like, let's just keep it simple for myself. Right, yeah. So I've put together an RPG of sorts, or we're going to play it like an RPG, except every turn I'm going to give you a random power. Not strictly true, but we'll get into the specifics of that in just a moment. Right, what do I need to do preamble ahead of time? Right, so how we're doing this is I have a button which I will reveal to you guys in just a moment, because I actually have my slides
I
over the
love
shop.
buttons.
That will take us to a random power on the Superpowers wiki.
Oh, excellent.
Oh wait, it's not. You haven't curated a list
Nope.
to use. You've just
Nope. We're YOLOing it on the internet, baby. They are at the end of your turn, you can choose whether you want to keep that power or get a new one. So it's not like every turn I'm going to throw you under the bus. However, if I think you've used a power too much, I'm going to make you take a new one. So like sometimes it will be every
new
turn.
ones are fun.
Yeah, right. You got the option. If you're like, actually, I've got a great plan. If I keep this another turn, then I'm not gonna I'm not gonna take that away from you. But you've got the option to just roll a new power every turn. Obviously, that bins off the old one.
Call me one
Not just
power
stacking up
bear.
powers here. Where's my
I
list
did
of
not
things
know
to
this
go?
existed. Is this like the villain wiki where it's like
Kinda. Oops.
kind of rubbish?
Yes.
Hang on. Steam is trying to
Okay.
load itself. Let me.
Zoolingualism. Let's go. Okay.
Some
I'm
of the
gonna close
powers are
wiki,
absolute
I don't get
nonsense.
Doctor
spoiled.
Doolittle is a real superhero.
Yeah,
Some-
but it's actually for Aquaman apparently.
Oh,
some of
okay.
the powers
Well,
are
Dr.
truly
Doolittle's
bonkers,
Dr.
and some of them are
Fish.
truly pathetic. It's great.
Mm.
When you enter,
But
when
does
we
it
like,
come with all of the like?
sorry. All right, now you keep yapping if you want.
No, I was talking into the details of
No,
because like
don't bother.
Aquaman can like shut people down by talking to their old fishy evolved like nerve centers occasionally. Didn't know
I
if the
did not
Wikipedia
read.
article goes into
I
that
just
detail.
read the name of it and looked at the picture.
Yeah. So there are some like real nonsense
That's what the
powers on there,
hexagon
and
escapes
some real
the
basic
wiki.
ones as well. Yeah, I know. I've told you there's a wiki involved, and you're already diving way too deep.
I haven't even touched the wiki. This is just
Good job,
secondhand
buddy.
wiki.
I love you.
I closed
like...
it to
Good
one
job.
page. Let's
so
do the thing.
yeah, when we move on to a new encounter, I'm going to give you all new powers. I'll probably just give them to you in alphabetical order for simplicity, starting off. But then you can choose to take a new one at the end of your turns. Not doing a specific turn order. Just like I'll give you all powers up front, and then I think once you take turns, we'll try and keep that turn order for the encounter, but I'm not going to like be too worried about it if we go off piece.
So,
Not something I'm tracking
and
intently.
we're us,
Yeah, you're just you guys.
but
That's
we
fine.
don't get our existing powers.
Correct. You are regular human people.
Yeah. It's like that bit of
Otherwise.
every like
You
video
have to
game where they
pretend.
send you to an island with none of your equipment.
Yeah, I'm powering
It's
you
the-
down and the
we're
other two up
getting
for this
Metroid.
particular stream. Anything else? We're just going to go off like the first basic description, like the basic paragraph of the power, unless we need to dig further for clarifications. Because I think
Sure.
like every power becomes OP if you go into like the multiple different uses of it. So we're just going to go with the basic description as far as we need, if we can get away with that. I have also, just to add more layers to this, sent you all a secret objective. So there will be a main quest. There is a main quest that your secret objectives do not conflict with, not directly anyway. That if you complete the main quest, you win. But if you also complete your secret objective, you double win, or you win
That's
more.
right.
Like
Oh,
some
no.
board
I love
games have
winning.
like a if you have positive money, you win. But if you have more positive money, you just win more. So
Mine
That's how we're
is
playing
that better.
please don't discuss your secret objectives, Jamie. I specifically asked you not to do this.
Mine is eat garlic
Yeah.
bread.
So this is also like
Oh, that's not happening.
so
Last time
if
I'm a
you,
vampire.
I'm going to ask you not to discuss your secret objectives, not to try and accuse people too much of completing it, though there might be like a, I've got to keep an eye on that boy doing that thing sometimes. Just because at the end of the stream, I'd like it to be a bit of a reveal when we find out what everyone's secret objectives are and whether you've succeeded or failed.
Sure.
Someone's secret objective is just guess the other two secret objective, and if you do, they lose, you win.
We're gonna get lost.
We are going to get so lost. Okay, let me take us all. Let me take you here. Stream, this is. Let me take the stream over here, and I can reveal to you guys now your main quest objective. The main job you have today
It's
is
defeat Dr. Robotnik.
is
No, we done that one.
to get Brshlthp home. Is your main objective.
Oh no!
Sweet.
Oh no! That means Brshlthp can die.
We'll also need this button so you can see the fancy, the incredible graphics going on here.
Oh wow, it says new power.
I'm so
I'm,
good at
I'm
the video.
amazed. I'm astonished.
Is that a button? That is a button that only
Why
you can
does
press.
Spring have so little health?
Because you gotta keep him, you gotta protect him to get him home.
Yeah, we are Brshlthp's protectors.
I have no
Do you
idea if
feel
this is an
yourself
appropriate
worthy
amount
of
of
this
health.
challenge?
I'm really hoping 5 is a sensible number of health. But we'll
Luckily,
absolutely
we
find
can
out as we go.
budget.
I'm sure it will
Behind
be
the scenes,
fine.
you said there's about 10 stages, so
Oh,
if, as
reveal
long as you
all their
lose half a
secrets.
heart a stage, we'll be fine.
That's the absolute dream, isn't it? All right.
Yeah.
And with that, shall we hop into our very first encounter, shall we? Where
Well, first we need our character backstories, right?
Absolutely not.
you're you. You're
We're
all
us.
frolicking near a river when
Hello!
you're a strange little creature that you know to be Brshlthp. You know this is a true fact.
Which is a short
Oh,
little
allow me
universe.
to introduce myself, friends.
Oh,
I have
hello, you.
spied this Brshlthp, and I must help protect it as the guardian of Brshlthp.
Oh,
I think you made a
guys, I'm
mistake in
lost.
calling it
You
an
gotta
RPG
get me
because Bear
home.
wants it to take 10 years and like 14 sessions.
Who? I haven't told
Session
you my
0.
name yet, you metagaming fuck.
You guys all know
I'm
each other. You
currently
met in a
GMing an
tavern.
RPG, and
On,
we are
on
like,
on
8
slide
years
0,
in.
you guys all met in a tavern and are firm friends now.
I
We
never
met in an
used
online
my
chat
real
room.
name.
Oh, guys, I'm so lost. I'm really far from home. You gotta get me home. My parents are gonna kill me if I don't get home quickly.
Small
I
creature.
don't like this voice.
Where
for
is
Brshlthp.
home? Also, yeah, you're a bit high pitched.
Yeah, he can. Let's do a new quest.
Redo.
No, guys, please,
Brshlthp
you gotta
2
get
wants
me
to go
home.
home.
It's time to take Thubblewag home. He's the one with the deep voice.
Oh.
Thubblewag.
All right, so you all abandoned Brshlthp at the very first instance. Is what I'm hearing.
Game
And then
over.
and then a new
Okay.
guy comes up and says, "Hey, it's me, Brshlthp."
Hey, hey, it's me, Brshlthp.
Oh, I love that guy.
All right, hey guys, I need to get home.
Oh no.
Is this a better voice for you?
Question 1.
I don't think any
Where's
voice
home?
is a good voice.
That way, he points over the river.
Oh,
easy.
crap, we gotta
It's like-
cross a river.
Okay, well, we have started a new encounter, so first of all, I've got to give you guys some powers.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Oh,
I'm going to
oh,
open
good.
3 of these
Yeah,
tabs and just give them to you in
yeah.
alphabetical order, because that's simplest for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
can I
you just
do
roll
1,
Moses
2,
for me.
3? All right, so it looks like, let me see how this
Oh,
appears
when
on
you disappear
stream.
after the power page, we can't see it.
Well, I'm going to click, oh yeah, this is true. Okay, incredible. Well, Alex is getting the power Cosmic Wish. I'm gonna-
Cosmic Wish.
Cosmic Wish.
So what I'm going to do
I
is I'm
need-
going to paste them in here. Wait, if this is going to work how I want
I
it to.
started typing Cosmic
Yes.
Wish into Google and it auto-completed Victoria's Secret for me.
Oh, sweet.
This is okay. We'll figure this out in a minute.
Superpower wiki.
Wow,
Look
the
at
power
first
to grant
description.
wishes on a cosmic scale.
There, you're next, and you have light deformation,
Oh, sweet.
which is something about the manipulation of light, but I'm not sure specifically what.
Change the
Jamie,
properties
you're
of
just
matter
talking about-
using light.
you've got
Oh, it's
aversion
JoJo.
detection.
Is this JoJo's?
I
It's
think
It's
it's
from
a more
JoJo's.
general.
I can just
Every
do
time
anything
I
I want.
screenshot.
I assume it's a more
Oops.
general thing.
All right, so these are the
that
specs
some of
we're
the
going
JoJo
off.
powers would be like.
It's
Categorized
like
within.
light weaving, right?
So Alex has some
seems that
sort
way,
of
except-
wish
No one else has read
granting
this book.
ability.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well-
Alex, my friend Alex.
You can
Yes.
change
I
stuff using
wish.
light.
I wish.
what
for
do you wish?
Brshlthp
Jamie,
To-
if you
to
Jamie, if you make this
magic-
wish,
Hang on,
if you
hang
make
on.
this wish, I'm gonna immediately change Alex's power.
Be on the other side of the river.
While you're bargaining with
Oh.
Alex, I'm just gonna make a light bridge. I'm gonna be like, "This is Halo." Dun, 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 dun.
I feel that. Thank you,
Okay.
Jamie, for making that wish. Unfortunately, that's not a cosmic scale wish. That's just a normal, like, boring wish.
Alex,
I don't
can I
think
wish
I
for
can
the most
grant that
comfortable
wish.
underwear in existence?
You can grant that wish. The thing Eddie was trying to stop me
Granted.
doing was
There,
just
Yeah.
you have the
the
most
entire
comfortable
mission.
underwear in existence.
Yeah.
Excellent job.
Okay,
excellent
right.
job. Okay.
Alex, I wish for rivers to not exist.
Holy shit,
Not my
dude!
turn.
Yeah, Jamie, what's your
However-
power, Jamie?
However,
The power to detect
I feel that
aversions.
rivers
What does that mean?
is a very big wish.
I don't know.
It means that, like, the entirety of civilization has changed now. Like,
Yep.
we used to be a civilization that built our towns near rivers so we can get water. We are a desert civilization now. Like, this entire universe is desert based. There are no rivers.
Oh no,
It
they will.
sometimes
They
rains
will
from the
be
sky.
soon.
Let me have a quick look
Do
through
it
my
first.
slide and see if the lack of rivers ruins any other encounters real fast.
We can wish them back.
I mean, I guess it has mad
Aversion's
implications
like
for
weakness.
society, but doesn't technically ruin any of my encounters beyond this one.
Right. Yeah.
So-
there you go.
I think I'm granting that.
All
I don't think I'm
right.
giving any choice into what wishes I'm granting, right? Like, I'm just granting the
Good-
wishes.
good
I think
Genie.
you do to some extent, but given that the image for this one is one of the Dragon Ball dragons, and they have some weird stipulations going on, I think you're also allowed to have odd stipulations if you want them.
Yeah, you might have a rule set
Sure.
for what we have to do to get a wish in the first place as well.
But okay,
Well,
hang
I'll
on.
grant this one, and I'll grant you comfortable underwear.
All
Alright,
right.
is this
Also, I
no more
looked at what
rivers?
my power
Hang
means,
on.
and I now understand that Alex can't grant non-cosmic wishes.
Is that what your
Yes.
power
My
essentially
power
means?
is just knowing what people's. My power is just knowing what people's weaknesses are.
The consequence of the
It
wishes
depends.
granted.
It depends on the agency of the
Fiddle boy,
genie.
genie.
Sometimes it's the wish's fault.
Oh wait, I forgot to turn on the main objective in the banner. Give me a second. There it is. Oh, I added safely to the objective.
And
Good
this
point,
is a
me.
big P problem. Is that the same as NP? I would like to know.
Oh, what the hell is going
That's
on
only
here,
funny to
friends?
me.
Also,
so
you
All
didn't
right.
wish for that, right?
So
You need to
anyway,
wish
who's
for that.
sorry?
I was
who-
asking the crowd. I was
who's
just asking
taken
the
an
chat.
action?
I was gonna
Uh,
make a light bridge like Halo style, so we could drive a warthog and Brshlthp across.
I mean,
Sure.
talking is
Okay.
a free action, and all I did was talk.
You make a bridge of light. Let me. I can make one of these.
Yeah, yeah. I
quickly.
reach up, I pluck the sun from the sky, I flatten it out a bit, and lay it down over the gap of where the river was.
All right. I'm not entirely
Hey.
sure all of that happens. What really happens is this essentially.
I mean,
how
not
do
the literal sun, just like the light being seeable in the sky.
How do I make it like not? Hang on a minute. There's.
Are you trying to find transparency?
on
Yeah,
on a
no, it
note,
is.
I know
No,
it's fine.
what Alex,
It's that bright,
Alex's
dude. It's that bright.
weaknesses. Alex's
whatever.
weaknesses, they can't grant non-cosmic wishes. What's
yeah, I
Bear's
can't
weakness?
grant mundane
Light
wishes.
shadow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make a bridge of light and begin wandering across it. Oops.
Yeah.
Let me send this to them.
Layers.
It's fine. I figured that much out. All right. As you hang on, what else happened in that first turn? What else happened there? Also,
I made
hang
a
on.
Well,
wish.
rivers
People-
don't
Rivers
exist.
don't exist.
Bear, do you want Bear before your end of your turn? Do you want to change your power? Do you want a new power? I haven't decided if that will make the bridge disappear or not.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's an
I'm like-
object, you know, it's there.
yeah. You know, if you get a new power, I'll let the bridge stick around for a couple of turns.
Yeah, okay, yeah, hell yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
you
great.
want to incentivize people trying new things, so I guess, yeah.
Wicked. Your new power. Let me close all these ones. Is flower transmutation. Turn creatures and
Oh,
objects
that's
into
useful.
flowers or related. Okay,
All
Okay.
right.
there it is. This is definitely going to be the easiest way to do this.
Oh, a variation of chloropia.
Okay, so what did you two do
I
with
point
your...
at Jamie,
Mhm. Well, hang on.
and I
it's
would
not
like
your turn.
Jamie to photos. Oh, okay. I thought that's why I was getting a new power.
No, end of your turn. You
Oh,
get
it's
a new
end of
power.
turn. Sure,
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
sure.
At the end of your turn, you get a new power, and then it begins
And
your
a new
turns.
turn.
Oh, you start your turn with your new power, yeah.
If you get the power go infinite, then we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
What did the Alex? I think you granted one of the wishes, or maybe tried to grant
I
both.
think-
I'm not sure. I'm gonna say one wish a
I
turn. Probably
think-
seems fair.
In that context, I was granting the wish. There are no rivers in the cosmos.
Yeah.
Do
I do not
with
think about
that
repercussions.
as you wish.
Quick, get painting.
Hang on. There's a scribble somewhere
Paint
in
out
here.
the river. I don't know how you could do that in PowerPoint. Sorry, Google Slides.
It's fine.
How
This river
conceptual is
ceases
the
to
idea of a
exist,
river?
I guess. I've scribbled the
Just
river
put
out.
green, just green.
Huh? I just got here, dude.
Oh, it wouldn't be green. It would be
It's,
brown.
it's mud
'cause it's-
now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mud.
Well, it's a nice
Although
dark
is mud
green.
a form of the river? Maybe it has to dry it out to not be a river.
It's fine. Okay, rivers no
what?
longer exist in this universe. Congratulations.
Good.
At
Sounds
the end
good.
of your turn, well, I mean, do you want to start walking across the bridge, or do you just want a new power?
I'd love to start walking across the mud, but
The
also
mud.
I feel that with great power comes great responsibility, and I've had so much power, and I feel really responsible right now, and I don't even know what I did. So you know,
You know, just eliminate
love
all
a new
rivers and skedaddle with that power. Fair enough.
Are-
All right.
Are we just?
you're using this word.
Oh, are we just going to? We're just going to swap powers every
You
turn.
now
right?
have bullet projection,
Okay.
which
Oh,
is basically
sweet! That's
just
really good.
fire bullets out of your fingers. It's basically the image that's attached to
And
that.
and to be clear, like the wiki is trying to genericize powers, right? So like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this is
Okay.
any
So
kind
you
of
can
energy blast by
instantiate
the
them
look
in
of
your
it.
own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've already encountered something I wasn't quite prepared for, because upon eliminating this river, you do, I guess, just reveal the thing that was going to be in the river.
Oh.
So before Jamie even gets a turn, this
There's just
tentacle,
a big
you just
tentacle. Yep.
there's probably a whole monster down there somewhere, but unfortunately we don't know anymore because I didn't prepare for that.
In the mud.
Yeah. And how much does it need water? Is it?
I don't know, but it has enough power to attempt to blat you two off this light projecting
Oh,
bridge.
no.
It's currently reverse drowning.
And
I
we're
should
gonna
have made
see
a light tunnel.
we're gonna see how well that
Yeah.
blat goes. All right, I'm gonna say an 11. Oh, that's loud. That's quite loud. That's probably good enough. I'm gonna say that hits you, Bear, but it doesn't hit Brshlthp. We'll be generous there.
Okay.
11's not that high a roll, but it will cost you a little chunk of health. So you do get whacked by a tentacle, knocked, I'm going to say, into the mud down below. Brshlthp is there standing alone against the tentacle. And Jamie, it is now your turn.
Oh right.
Since you haven't gone
Oh yeah,
yet.
because everything I've done so far is talk, and
Yeah.
that's a free action. So,
Yeah, you've made good use of your power.
my
outside of
ability
that.
is
You
a
are still
version
just a
detection.
person. You are still a person, and Brshlthp is currently facing down a tentacle monster. Oh, guys, they gotta
Jamie,
help me!
I detect that I'm averse to this danger. Bye.
Well, so okay, reading the thing,
Help!
I had a quick check at what it meant, and it's you can detect aversions, which like is what objects and events and emotions would affect a thing's power or attributes, like weaken them. I guess kryptonite, like stuff.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I
That,
don't
that
know.
kind of makes
Anyway.
sense. A thing that a thing is averse to,
I
you
guess
detect what its aversions
the
are.
big tentacle.
You want to find
I
out
just
what
want to-
the
I want-
tentacle's weaknesses are.
Well, I just know it. I believe.
You just know.
I
Yeah,
hope
but
its
that,
know it.
weakness is being turned into flowers.
I imagine this thing's weaknesses are like pure damage and being out of water. I imagine it's probably quite bad for it. I'm open to suggestions, but that's what I've got.
And with this knowledge,
Yeah.
I realize I cannot do anything in terms of enough damn power set. I don't think my 15 years out of date taekwondo training is going to do it. So, I would like to sprint onto the light bridge.
Okay.
Try to pick up Brshlthp like a rugby
Yep.
ball.
He's quite large. He takes
Yeah,
both your
careful,
arms.
careful picking him up. He's
Yep.
spiky.
And I want to, barrel past the try and dive
I'll make him a
under the
piggyback.
tentacle's swing
Yeah.
and get past it with Brshlthp.
This is a
Yeah,
big move.
that's what I'm
Okay, we're gonna say the tentacle effect we're gonna make you roll for this. Either it's a dodge
Yeah.
roll or an attack of opportunity, whatever you want to call it. No, wait. We'll roll for you.
Wait. Roll from it's my turn.
It's your
See how
turn.
well I do.
We'll roll from
Yeah.
you. But the tentacle attempts to. I mean, I'm gonna say. Oh, a 10. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's good enough. All right. We'll say you get
Fair enough.
just
Yeah, and
past the
counter one,
tentacle,
being nice.
but it is just past the tentacle, so you're still very much in
Oh, yeah.
danger zone.
And then I'd like power, please.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'd probably get a new one if I had a
Take a
verge
mulligan on
detection
this
as
one.
well.
I don't know what
Alrighty.
powers would say you say no
get-
to a new power just to do the premise of
I
the
don't know.
show.
Glass
guess you
harp
could-
mastery.
Excuse me?
You get glass harp mastery. What am I not explained? Hey,
Oh, sweet.
do you want the picture that goes with it as a?
I really hope you've actually just pulled up a separate roller for Jamie, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
and I just gonna
Here's the
Okay,
associated
ability.
picture just to give you an idea of what you can do with these powers.
Oh, you're Peter Griffin now.
But we just destroyed rivers.
You didn't destroy water.
yeah,
You
I mean,
destroyed
it's-
rivers.
water still exists.
Yeah, but where am I going to get my... I have to go to the ocean, I guess.
Pond,
and film
ocean,
Look, you-
my
you
glass.
couldn't-
rain
you
still happens,
have
it just
mastery
can't
of
flow
the
very
gla-
far.
This is part of the fun of this wiki. Some of these powers are just completely irrelevant things that are going to happen. Some of them are
They're very-
crazy, like
they're
granting
musical.
wishes, and you should probably keep for as long as you can. And some of them are glass
Absolutely
harp
not.
mastery.
No, I'm going to agree with Alex's choice.
Yeah, in a meta sense, you should. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, have fun with that power, Jamie. I believe that probably.
I will.
Yeah, great. I think that probably makes it Bear's turn. We'll try and keep the turn order once you've established one.
Sure.
You're in the mud. This lovely
Luckily,
green mud.
mud is a great place to grow.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Flowers?
What's the appropriate
Yeah.
muddiest color? That'll do. Okay. Well, so what's your plan?
That was the plan. Saying
The plan
that
was I'm in the perfect place for my plan.
I think I want to start. I want to plant my hands and legs in the mud,
Okay, and then roll a new power.
make it look like I'm stuck in the mud, but then
Okay.
actually I'm growing roots from my finger, and I'm gonna try and find whatever's underneath that tentacle, and drain energy from it.
Turn creatures and objects into flowers. Anything? Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
I think
It's
it
how
makes
you're
flora,
trying to find
yeah.
the roots of the creature, and
I'm using my roots to try and attack the body of this wherever it is under the scene.
okay. All right, I'm gonna say this is a little bit difficult because this sounds like I don't fully understand how this works. So I'm gonna say you have to roll at least a 13 for this to work.
Yeah,
what I'm gonna
spin
say.
it for me.
I will spin it.
Spin it, dude.
Sorry,
we get
buddy.
the wheel.
I'm like wiggly long
few-
fingers.
Oh,
a
you
few
don't get-
seconds late because on stream delay. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I could
Okay,
share my
instead, I grow a
screen
few
with you, I
flowers on my
suppose.
head so that they look like I'm wearing flowers in my hair.
Lovely. Can I?
I got
can
distracted.
I don't know if this will be useful to you, but I can share my screen with you instead.
That would allow us to get hype for the rolls.
There we go. Let's see.
Hype
Hopefully
is
that doesn't.
good.
Yeah, that should be fine.
As long as it doesn't balk your internet.
Yeah, it shouldn't do. Hope not. We've got the upgrades that seem to be working well, so hopefully not. But this will also let you see the powers when I select them. You will have to organize your own screens as a
Yeah.
result. All right, Bear. 10 out of 10 turn. You grew flowers in your hair. Would you like to roll a new power?
Nah, I'll keep this for
Yeah.
later.
Oh, come on.
All right, keep your
Every
flowers.
I'll
time.
keep my
All
flower.
right,
Sometimes you rah fire fire.
Alex. I
Yeah, I
believe
gotta work on the aesthetic.
you were next. Would you like? What would you like to do?
Okay, so
You've currently got.
how's the situation? Like the tentacle is currently
The tentacle is
swinging on a
rearing
backswing, on an
over
upswing?
like Jamie and Brshlthp. It is like it is poised over the top of them, if you will.
Is there like an octopusy body that I can see? Like
I don't
anything-
think there is a
anything
James
that's
Bond
not-
character here, but
Incredibly hilarious. Thank you so
You
much.
did
This
use
is
the
why
full
we pay
name.
you.
You did say
I did use the whole name. I
Yeah.
did. Okay.
I
Is
didn't
there
look.
a
Let's put it this way.
body
I
of
didn't.
this
I didn't
thing?
plan for it. I don't have a tentacle body. I just had a tentacle, thinking it would be in the water somewhere, and that and it'd be like,
Okay.
what are the odds of
Just
you
in
getting
the mud,
water
slowly
powers?
reverse drowning.
So I think, because obviously I don't want to shoot my good friend Bear and my newly arrived acquaintance that I want to save, Brshlthp, I am going to instead shoot
Shoot me, yeah.
the ground.
Shoot the
Yeah,
ground.
shoot Jamie. That's my secret
Shoot.
objective.
Oh
Kill
no, I'm in the
Jamie.
ground.
Shoot the ground from whence the appendage is coming.
You're aiming at like the base.
Oh,
of the...
great,
and-
now ground doesn't exist either.
So you're aiming at like the base of. The
I don't know why. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right. You're just planning to do damage to this thing, though. It's not like. Sure.
I have the DPS superpower, so I'm going to do my job.
Wicked. Okay.
The DPS.
I'm gonna say you need like a 12 for that, just because you're aiming at a specific spot and not. I'll say you're not gonna hit anyone else, but you do need to get a 12 to hit.
Yeah,
the
I've never used
spot
this
as a result.
handgun before, and by handgun I mean gun, which
Are you
is a
doing
hand.
finger guns? You're doing finger guns shooting
Oh, I'm
energy
doing
right
finger
through it.
guns. You're right. That's a 19.
Oh, that's a big roll. That's a big roll. I don't know how loud that is. You absolutely blat this thing. It like seems to take a couple of steps backwards in the in the damage.
In the
Oops.
in the octopus damage stage.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense
get
it
you.
taking steps back, but you know, it's clearly very hurt as a result.
It takes it plays the I'm hit animation a lot of times.
Yeah, you hear it do the Minecraft oof oof. No. Would you like to roll a new power?
I mean, DPS is pretty good, but obviously,
Yeah, gonna roll a new power?
yeah,
Let's
absolutely.
see what you get. You get dual boomerang proficiency.
Does that come with its own dual boomerang?
Do you? I tell you what. Do you carry something on your person on your day-to-day activities that would work as a boomerang? Be honest.
Sure.
No, be
I mean, if
honest.
you're a master, anything's a dual boomerang.
You've just become
Good
a
on you with
master.
magic.
yeah, if I'm
This is a
proficient.
You didn't know you were like.
Oh wait, be
yeah.
a master of dual wielding boomerangs.
Yeah.
At
you've
least
only
his
that's
done-
different to
day-to-day
proficiency.
activity is working from home. That means anything in the house that could be a boomerang.
Yeah.
is-
You're out and about on like a little walk or
I've got
something
my
with your
phone.
friends. Okay.
There
Sure,
are
I've got my
rocks.
phone.
There
I
are
will let you
rocks.
attempt to use your phone, but you will lose your phone if you fail a roll while using this. How's that?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, right. It doesn't
Okay.
boomerang back. I see. Yeah.
But in the interim,
I
it is
get it.
actually the
Yeah,
tentacles
if-
go.
Oh yeah, because it fished in between when we revealed it, didn't it? Yeah.
And the tentacle is going to attempt to scoop up Jamie and Brshlthp into its loving
no.
arms. And we're going to see
Oh,
how
no.
that
Oh,
goes.
a
for it.
hug.
If you want to call it that, sure.
That's perfect for my plan. Oh.
Unfortunately, it misses and doesn't.
Unfortunately. Well,
Unfortu-
whose side are you on?
A swing and a miss.
I had a
So-
plan.
a swing and a miss, and it's still looming nearby, but it is. Oh, what happened there? It is still looming nearby, but it is severely hurt, as you know, and missed its swing and a
Right, so-
miss. And that is your turn, Jamie.
Is it my turn next?
It
Right.
is.
Okay. So it flops down on the light bridge next to us, like missing, trying to grab us.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, it's probably like a
And
sweep. Yeah.
while rivers are gone, this thing is still wet. It hasn't dried out yet, right?
That's fair. That's fair.
So it's still got water in it. And
Yeah.
the tentacle is covered in lots of circular shapes that could be similar to glasses with water in them.
I like where your
So-
mind's at. What are you doing with
So
that?
I'm going to use my glass heart mastery to play a tune on this thing that matches the resonant frequency of what it I'm giving it. I want to calm it down.
You're
Get
giving
it
it
to
an
go away.
intimate massage.
A massage
calm
that
it
puts it
down.
to sleep or calms it down or something. Long enough to get us out of here. Whether we
You're
do
right,
it
we
permanently, I
didn't-
don't know.
Okay.
We didn't try to like dissuade this demon. We were just like, yeah, definitely, we're just gonna shoot it.
If it,
I
I mean,
need
if
to
the
know
monster's
first.
high enough, I want to match its resonant frequency and cause it to like faint.
No,
Oh,
that's
But
good.
like,
That's
I
a 20.
I like it. I like the idea here, baby. I'm just gonna let you roll. See what happens.
well, I got
I
circles
like
with
the
war
way
in
you
them.
made that work, and
It's a 19,
fucking-
baby.
it absolutely
That 19's
works.
doing work.
That was such a good move. It lull it into sleep or it faints or whatever, and it's there, like curling and uncurling as it snores, peacefully
and
below.
slowly reverse drowns under the mud.
And you are able to cross the rest of this light bridge unimpeded, and you guys can clamber out of the mud
Nice.
problem free.
Ah,
Do I temporarily get my new power from end of turn and then get new power when we start next encounter?
It's
or do
not
we just
worth
skip one
it,
of those?
Jamie. We have to get
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
these slides somehow.
Before I lose my
the
flower power,
sadness
though,
of losing a good power.
I'm gonna
Alright.
just make us each grow a little flower out of our heads, so we're the flower gang now.
It's really cute.
We're
You will
we're
have to
picnic
remember
now.
that because I don't have. I'm not.
yeah, I
gonna
don't really want to be a
creating that.
pigman.
But yeah, okay. So you guys are happily wandering along. You keep your way. Brshlthp's like, oh, this way, and then keeps leading you along and telling you which way the home is. You're on this nice path
Well, this is
Through.
delightful.
through a field. You know what? Let's roll for some powers before we show you what's happening. So you've got a little bit of time to think, but not too much time to think. Right. So
I stopped
1,
being
2,
Peter Griffin.
3. Yeah, you're not. No, you're not. We're getting Peter out of here.
I'm just
You
like
are now
growing.
Peter Griffin.
I'm just fruit out of my hands and chomping on it.
So what the heck? The power to use the. I don't know what. Does anyone know what
Let's
Ungaikayu?
read. What does it say?
It's a specific yokai.
I can transform into a haunted
specific
mirror.
Manipulate the reflection of the gaze of someone that gazes upon it, making them see a monstrous version of themselves.
mirror magic.
Okay.
So you
But
can
like Japanese folklore mirror magic. Mirror
you
magic.
can use the abilities
Oh.
of a haunted mirror.
You not only that, you become a mirror.
I'm not sure
Yeah, I
that's
become.
all right.
You either are or can transform into a mirror that makes someone see
Great.
a bad version of themselves.
Right, Bear, you get Valentine's Day manipulation.
Oh yeah!
It's a yokai.
What
Called
date is
Mirror
this
Beyond the
occurring on, by the
Clouds.
way?
Well, with my power, Valentine's Day, baby.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, you could
I'm
make
just
every
gonna
day
manipulate
Valentine's
it to
Day.
be
Oh,
today.
wow.
Got it.
And
You
Jamie,
you could
you're
make
getting.
Valentine's Day.
Be careful
Oh.
with this one, Jamie. You get cerebrospinal fluid manipulation.
Oh,
Again,
joy!
highly,
can just
highly specific.
Kill someone dead.
All right. So there we go. So you're wandering
Not
through
generation, but manipulation. I can. Oh wow.
You're wandering through this gorgeous field that we can see in front of us here. Brshlthp's yapping on about how he's got to get home. His parents are gonna kill him if he's not home in a good time. When suddenly up in front of you appears a Sphinx.
Ah.
Ooh.
Ooh, hello.
Okay,
Sphinx-
quick. Before the Sphinx asks us any questions, I would like to manipulate its cerebrospinal fluid so that the riddles it's asked are easier because
I've
I
got-
make it like
Excuse me.
I've got
You
both
just
the
great
had
brain
it
work
down.
less.
terrible news for you, Jamie. The good news is it works. The bad news is it doesn't have cerebrospinal fluid.
All of it's cerebrospinal fluid.
Yeah, you
Is
get all of
manipulated.
its cerebrospinal
All
fluid.
zero.
So it thinks maybe I should make. Oh wait, I don't have any of that. But the Sphinx calls out to you and says,
It was literally okay. I hadn't looked at the thing yet because I was still working out what this cerebrospinal fluid is. You've given
it
us a
is-
stone Sphinx.
"I've given
I
you,
see.
I've given you
Right.
the Sphinx."
Yeah.
But the Sphinx wasn't made of. Okay, yeah,
I've
that's
given
fine.
you the
This is
real life
now.
Sphinx.
Rolling with it.
In order to pass, you must answer my riddles 3. Are you prepared?
Not
Made
free-
us smarter. I should have made
No.
us smarter.
Very
I
well.
See my power because I forgot the URL. It's in the
Um,
thread. I've got my power again. It's fine.
For my first riddle, knock knock,
Who's there?
Ash,
Ash who? Oh, sneeze!
bless you. Congratulate. Riddle number 2.
Wow. Okay, that worked. That went quite
Okay.
well.
Sure.
We'll just trust Bear on this one. It's all good. You got this.
What do you call a deer with no eyes?
I've got no idea. What do you call a deer with no eye?
Way.
Correct. Riddle number 3. Why did the chicken cross the road?
I'm trusting you, Bear.
Can I use a
Well,
power?
I know this one.
You can use your power. Yeah, you guys can use your
Sure.
powers any time. You've just been chatting as a free action.
Yeah, and we're on a road, right?
Yeah, you're on a path. You're on this like little green path.
Okay, I would like to have a Valentine's chicken appear with a bouquet of flowers and chocolates for the Sphinx, and then my answer is to bring you this gift from your secret admirer.
Yep. I too know of the Valentine's chicken in my homeland. A tradition.
I am gonna make you roll for this, but I
Well,
like
it's
it enough that I'm just gonna make
manipulated
it an 8 to
Valentine's Day.
succeed. But I am gonna make you roll for it.
Nat 20,
Yeah,
baby!
yeah. All
You
good.
generate a Valentine's Day chicken, as we know. The Valentine's Day the symbol of Valentine's Day is Valentine's Day chicken. It crosses the pathway up to the Sphinx. And you, what did you say? Sorry.
I said, to bring you these gifts from a secret admirer. And the chicken hands over flowers and chocolates.
Most profound. You may pass. And the Sphinx slides out the way.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
And you get to carry on your merry way.
Okay, but before we do,
Yeah.
I Cupid's arrow the chicken and the Sphinx.
Oh, you want them to
Ooh.
have a happy life after we leave?
Yeah.
You made a weird choice here with given how big the Sphinx is, how small a chicken is.
Yeah, but nothing. It's Valentine's Day, baby, and nothing's too big for the power of love.
That's so beautiful.
It transcends boundaries of stone and flesh. I mean,
That's-
stone and poultry.
It's a
That's
perfect
truly beautiful.
partnership.
Oh, we're going to the. Oh, that means we're walking into the horizon. That means we've won. It's the end of the show, right?
Only if we freeze frame
You're right.
midair, clicking our heels.
Okay, quick, do that.
Well,
Well,
before
that
you
sounds
do,
like
you
fun. Right.
continue to into you lose sight of the path at some point and end up on this empty field. But Brshlthp's insistent that this is the way, guys. This is definitely the way, and he keeps pointing. So you keep following, trusting your trusty guide. I will make you roll
It's
new
the other
powers,
way.
even though that was like a barely
Yep,
used. So you could use your powers to beat the Sphinx if you want.
Bear soloed it.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was an
And
option.
that Sphinx didn't
Please
even
take these-
need powers, but like the powers.
What do you
helped.
mean? What do you mean
Please
you
take
need
this
the
power
powers?
off me. It is.
The Sphinx
I-
were really
I-
difficult
well,
riddles. You used your powers
tried
to beat
for
them.
You said we didn't get our powers.
All right. So Alex, you have the power of chipmunk physiology.
Chipmunk physiology. Alex becomes furry.
I'm a furry waifu.
No, you
You
have
have
the
the
furry
abilities of a
waifu world?
chipmunk.
you have the power to have the abilities of a chipmunk.
What are the abilities of
Excellent.
a chipmunk? You sing in a really high pitched voice.
That's one of them. Bear, you have
an entire franchise within
empathic
Disney.
elemental attacks.
Oh, what? Like you can release anger as fire and stuff.
What's is that what it means by empathic?
That's what I'm getting.
I
I mean,
don't know what
empathic
the,
is release.
empathic
It's
elements.
lower down as.
Oh, it's
releasing
elemental
emotions.
emotional energy, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So you can release emotions
That's
as elements
so
or
emo.
something like that.
Oh,
It's
well,
only
yeah.
emo if I wasn't just from a
Darkness.
giant
You have the
Valentine's Day and
power-
I'm gonna shoot a Care Bear stare.
Of ground granulation.
I can turn the ground into sand.
Something like that, anyway.
Also, that was a shot from Beyblade. What is going on? I looked at the plot of Beyblade recently, and what is going on?
I mean,
I mean, it's
Beyblade
turning
is
the
all
ground into granules, I guess. Let's Beyblade, baby.
Yeah.
That's the Beyblade phrase they always say. Let's Beyblade, baby.
Let's
Hey, look, I
them
found out
rip.
recently about competitive Beyblade. I'm not going into it, but it's hilarious to me. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, well, as you're making your way through this gorgeous field, you hear
Oh,
some
yeah,
loud
okay, yeah.
thud, 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 and then you hear fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman, and a giant appears before you.
I guess technically 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yaps on about like grinding
2
your
out of
bones
4?
to bread or whatever it
I'm
is and all
only
that stuff.
3/4.
I mean, it's I smell the blood of an insert nationality him, and what do you want?
I mean,
He yaps on about
first
bread
turn
and
is
bones.
just go, and then you figure it out from there, right?
Yes, correct.
I have a play. It would be nice to be able to have a chat with this guy, but he's way too tall. So how about
He is like
I
swinging a club
turn-
down towards you as you speak as well.
yeah, okay, I'm going to turn the ground under him to quicksand to bring his head down to a level where we can talk with him.
All right, sure. I'm gonna just like roll the d20 and be like, that's the equivalent percentage.
How
You know,
far you go.
how many 5%
Yeah,
he goes,
sure.
he sinks down. I think that's a fair. So like, you know, he might be down to.
Yeah, sure, he's gone. Gone. He's all good. We're just
buried to the neck.
Have
It's
you
just there looking at us.
anti-rigged these rolls? Because we've been like, I think we've got 2 19s and 2 20s.
So
I mean,
okay.
I've rolled
hang on.
low as well.
how big of an image have you got here, Eddie, going up? Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
So you bury him after his head, and he's like, this was not part of the plan. Would you guys be up for jumping into my mouth? Would you like to roll a new power at the end of your turn, Jamie?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
we're
was
gonna
fun while it lasted, yeah.
get rid of that one. Great. You don't need to ungranulate the ground. You get
Yeah, no, right?
weather monster physiology.
Lovely.
Oh, wait,
you,
wait, oh, great, I've got an idea for
Now
next
you can
turn,
weather
but it's not my turn
blast.
anymore.
you have the power to use the abilities of a weather monster, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you guys
It's Storm.
still have turns, or you could just leave.
I would like. I'm fine with leaving.
I can leave.
Uh,
Going so
I'd
fast.
like to do some chipmunky stuff, really. Like, I've got this chipmunk physiology. Like, are chipmunks like beavers? We can't just actually, even if they are, we can't dam a river anymore. So that's
They are
off.
not like beavers.
Oh my word! You.
I have no
Just-
idea
you
what
ruined- we knew you'd
chipmunks
ruined so
really
many ecosystems.
do.
Chipmunk is
Apart
like a
from-
mouse. It's basically a mouse.
It's basically a mouse.
Oh, they're tiny. Yeah, they are
Um,
tiny. Yeah, but those.
Can I
confused.
build a
Just
nest
ruin
out of
them.
his hair?
He's just
You
gonna
can-
nest it on the guy.
Sure,
Yeah.
this is for making a nest in his hair.
Yeah. I also want to walk past
I
the guy
warned you
and
to
hit
not
him with
get
a
eaten.
beam of how much I don't give a shit about him.
Oh, okay, 12.
Yeah, you make a nest
I
in his hair. I don't know what to tell you.
I did think I rolled the one there.
It's all right. It's not like
Eddie,
No.
can
Well,
you
I'm
give me
just
a...
gonna have a nice little nap to recharge my 0 hit points, and I'm going to invite the party here too if they want to also have a nap with me.
I think I'd like to walk by with Jamie, and I'd just like to use my power of empathic elemental attacks to hit him with a wave of how much he wasn't a big deal and how much we don't care as we walk away from him. Just see how much it affects him emotionally.
Can I also,
let's
as we're,
find
as
out
we're
how
leaving,
much it
can
affects him emotionally.
Oh, yeah, do your roll thing. I've got an idea for as we're leaving that isn't important.
He's a sad
Wow,
man.
he is devastated. He's probably like,
He's got some life choices to question.
but the one thing I had going for me was that I was a big deal, and if I'm not a big deal, what am I? He's having a
Sure,
proper
I was that
existential
big
crisis.
man.
You guys could take a short rest in his hair if you want while we run an ad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
good point, and just
Does
heal
short
up
rest
there,
give-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does that give us healing?
Yeah, I'll let you heal a hit point each or something, but I think you've only one who's
Yeah.
taken damage.
I think only bears got hit by a hit point, but like,
I think you're right.
take the chance to heal.
To
Right.
make
While
sure
I
he
had
can't,
flower ability.
while we're resting, to make sure, and the ad's happening, to make sure he doesn't get out, because he's big and strong. I could
You've passed this encounter.
weather monster, like
You
really
rolled a nat
strong
20, what's
sun
the
to
point?
dry the quicksand out, so he's stuck permanently.
He's not trying to get out right now. You didn't see the
Oh,
emotional
he's too
impact
sad.
of that.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
you've
working
beaten
on some
this
stuff
encounter.
right now.
You've beaten this encounter. You're allowed to take a short rest.
If he got his hands free, they would just be to hold his head.
Just to cry into.
Just
yeah.
to hide back his tears. I'm not crying, I've got something in my eye. Anyway, we'll run an ad. We'll see you in a few minutes, everybody, while these lot are taking a short rest. We are back from ads, so
Whoa,
enjoy it?
welcome. Hope you bought lots of stuff.
you enjoy a lovely little short
Water.
rest in your time, in the nest of hair that Alex created.
The sobbing giant.
And then you continue
Short
on your
nest.
journey. As you continue on your journey, you come to a bridge over a chasm that may have been a very deep river at some point. We simply don't know.
The waterfall might still exist. The rest of the river won't.
Nonetheless, no water in sight at this point. So you are here on this somewhat precarious bridge. And let's roll you some new powers before we get too much further, shall we? 1, 2,
Note that the
3.
bridge is made of stone, which seems inadvisable.
It's just a rough cut wood. It could just be rough cut wood.
So, Alex,
It's-
you're getting armor empowerment. Gain strength from
I gain
armor,
strength from my armor.
apparently.
And,
What's your
and as
emotional
we
armor?
know, I don't know, the fact that my friends are my power.
What?
Bear,
Oh, but
you're-
you've also
you-
your pump.
There
There
you
go,
get
powered
cat
by that.
Oh, yeah.
falling.
Hat falling. It's
Okay, we
good
can
now
test
that we're
how deep-
high up.
Jay Bear, do you want to test how deep the hole is?
You get a respawn on one of your 9 lives.
Oh, other one.
I
that
think it's
way.
just the falling.
And Jamie.
Yeah,
you're
I
it's
just
just
getting-
the
I
falling,
can't
not
take
the-
fall damage. That's
It's
it.
just the falling, not the landing.
Jamie, you get to
I
fly
don't
by
take
using
fall
ice.
damage.
And then fly by using ice.
Yes, you
You can-
can. That is a thing that you can do now.
How far up are
What?
we?
What
You
kind
can't
of
see the bottom.
movie or thing had I get ice power, but cryogenic flight?
Doesn't
Uh,
Cryokinetic flight? Sorry.
it
doesn't-
seems to be
what's his name from-
Arrowverse is what's written
from-
here.
does the Incredibles ice guy fly with it though as well?
No, he makes it and then he
Uh,
slides along it. He doesn't fly.
Ice King
Yeah,
from Adventure
Frozen.
Time has it.
Sure.
Someone in Ben 10
Sure.
has it. Anyway, not the point.
Oh, there is. Oh, Iceman. Yeah, okay. They're just a.
Anyway, those are your powers. This is a bridge. What's your plan?
I'm just gonna cross the bridge to see how safe the bridge is.
Okay,
Yeah, Bear's like
You are
with
the
this
cat.
power, Bear's the safest to fall off.
fair
the
enough.
bridge.
Yeah,
As
can I just walk
you
across?
step onto the bridge, you hear a little. Oh, wait, hold up a minute there, lads. Well, I don't think you should be crossing this bridge quite so hastily if I was you.
Wait, where'd that come from?
He hops up from below the bridge.
This huge, a huge hop.
Oh, this
Hey,
here,
buddy.
this here is this is my bridge. This one is here, lads. And I mean, you've got to pay to maintain these things, don't you? So, look, there's what 4 of you here. So I tell you what, I'll just eat 2 of yous, and then the other 2 of yous can go. How's that sound? I'll have. Let me figure
Oh,
out
we
which
don't-
2
so
of
we
you
don't-
wants.
We don't need your bridge. I'm sorry. We don't need use of your bridge.
All right, I'll eat that one, the smart one, the smart ass one in the back, and that little fella. He points to Brshlthp. Him there. No, don't eat me.
he wants to go home. That's
Listen here, knobhead.
What you
Okay,
call
good
it?
I'll
job.
bet you.
Go on.
Carry it.
I got a wager for you. You like a wager?
Well, hang on. Well, we'll see what kind of wager we're talking about, and then we'll see if I like the sounds of it.
I reckon you're not as hard as you think you are, and I
Yep,
bet
so
you
I was
can't throw me high enough up that I can't land safely, mate.
Throw you high enough off that you can't land safely.
You throw me as high as you want. I bet I land safe.
So how will I know? But so if I can hurt you by throwing you up in the air,
Yeah, not hitting me, just throwing me as high as you want.
can I put you on the end of me club and launch you that way?
Yeah, launch from the club.
All right. Deal.
As high as you want. When I land, I'm not hurt. You
Alright.
don't eat Brshlthp. That one, the spiky one.
Oh,
All right.
wow, thanks. Yeah.
All right. I like it.
And you let me Brshlthp. And,
Yeah.
Alex
I'll only
cross.
eat if you land safely. I'll only eat the one of you as him. And he points at Jamie.
Yeah, we'll leave him behind so you can
Oh,
eat
wow.
him, and then the rest of us will cross.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable deal. Yeah. All right. But
All right.
if I do hurt yous, I'm eating you as well.
I figured as much.
Yeah. Good. All right. Come on. He puts he like lays his club like down for you to stand on.
Yeah,
Like-
I'll stand on it.
Braces
Do I
himself.
even need to roll for
Gets
this? This is the
prepared
one
for this.
thing
I'm
my
gonna roll for how
parrot
good his yeet is, just for
does.
flavor.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But this guy does read as if you just.
I mean,
you
well, at
just
the end of your
do.
turn, do you want to roll a new power? He
I want to
launches
use
you.
this power before I.
He
Yeah.
launches you very high into the air. We're talking like probably like a couple of 100 meters up. This boy is very
Yeah.
strong. And you.
know-
Almost
what
got
I'll
rejected.
tell-
what does your power say specifically? The ability to land on any part of one's body softly.
If you look at list stuff, there's like a guy landing on his finger or whatever. But I'll tell you my instantiation of it.
Yeah.
Right before I land, Wario style fart completely counteracts all the fall damage.
I am gonna give you. Here's the thing, right? Part of his intent here was thinking there might be some trickery up here, and if there is, I'm gonna try and aim you down the chasm to guarantee some damage. Thinking that's
Oh,
an
well,
even
luckily-
further fall.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
I am gonna say that unless one of your friends can save you, you're not gonna take any damage, but you are gonna fall to the bottom of this chasm, unharmed.
Okay, can I
and so
roll
you will
to
win
try
the
and
wager.
adjust that?
How are you trying to adjust that?
Wario style farts.
Oh, sure.
I don't think that's a power.
I'll tell you what. On a nat 20, I'll say the fart takes you back onto the bridge, but only on a nat 20.
Sure, yeah. Otherwise, I'm just gonna take a long time walking back up.
I do have a reaction.
I can come down.
But
again.
we'll
Your
fart-
friends see
we'll
this
fart
happen and
first.
have like the chance to like save you or pull you up from the ravine or whatever.
Sure,
Your
sure.
fart does not
Right.
succeed in that, but your friends
So,
have
Eddie-
time
You
to
a big
react.
fart? though?
Eddie. I have. Maybe I'm put off by the fart and I don't do this then. I have armor empowerment, and as
Okay.
already discussed, my armor is my insulin pump.
Okay,
So
alright.
I would like to, lasso style, use my insulin pump's tube to try and save Bear.
Okay, all right. So, okay, you know what? I like this. I don't think you're like that great with a lasso specifically. I do understand where you come from. Though, but I'm gonna say you need like a 13 for this to succeed. To like grab
Sure.
Bear as he's falling.
And we have just proven that we can roll 13s.
That was good. That was
And
good.
19s. Okay,
That's
sweet.
a good roll. Yeah,
It's
you have
like
absolutely. You catch
Wonder
Bear.
Woman style.
Even if you want, I don't mind. In case you think the troll might be up to some trickery, I don't mind if you let Bear fall sufficiently far and then lasso him so that the troll can't like try and finagle his way out of it. Like, you could dangle a rope
Yeah,
essentially.
we
if you
want
think
to
that
add
would-
some suspense as well, right?
Sure.
Like,
Oh, so what, Bear goes out of
for
sight.
the viewers at
Yeah,
home,
you could just
Bear goes out of sight.
hook me so that you see me hit the bottom and then you just pull me back up.
Yeah, in some
All the way
capacity. Yeah. So I'm happy with that though. You do hook Bear and grab him back out of the hole, and the troll at the end of it is like, "Well, can't say fairer than that. All right, you three can pass."
The three of
Right.
us go and leaving Jamie.
At the
with a
end
little...
of your turn, Alex, would you like a new power?
Sure, yeah, let's. Armor empowerment is it's a bit niche.
That's
Like, who
fair.
needs armor?
You used it like in
in
about
this
as
day and
effective
age.
way as you can. Instead, you have robe manipulation.
I would simply not get hit.
Specifically robe.
I
it's
thought
a
that said
substitute
rope
cloth.
manipulation, and I was like, "Fuck, that would be great." But rope manipulation,
That's
cool.
even
Manipulation's
greater.
Pretty similar.
But it's more granular than cloth manipulation. It's
Alright,
only
and the-
robes.
The three of you
Yeah,
are
but
allowed
no,
to
no,
divide
anyone
to your side
wants.
Robes
unscathed.
means clothes, Jamie.
I see. Okay, well,
I've got a good idea if it comes back to me, but we'll see if it comes back to me because I have a feeling Jamie's going to get out of this one with his ice flight.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can just fly with ice things. I feel like I don't have to go near the bridge. I can just like go
Yeah, just
further
wait
up the
until we're
chasm
far
and
enough
just
away.
fly over. Yeah.
Oh, I had a bit of a lag there.
But does that mean you have to?
That's okay.
You right?
Yeah. There was a spike of lag, but it seems to be okay.
Oh.
Seems to just be an odd spike.
I
Sorry,
feel
as
like
you were
I should
saying.
just while all of this is happening, I can just go for a stroll further down the chasm and cross somewhere else.
Oh, you like walk out of sight and then just like ice over.
Yeah.
However,
So he can't even take a swing at me.
you do have to remember the deal that he made with Bear is that he'll just eat you.
Oh, sure. I won't. I'll wait for that. I'll wait for the nerds. I won't cross until the
Well, the
nerds
problem
are,
is, right,
clear
because
clear.
they've crossed, he's coming to eat you.
Okay, well, I can back away from that. That's
Yeah, as
easy
much
enough.
time as he
Wait,
Jamie
but-
just runs. He just
I'm
turns
going to go
around
and
and runs.
when I
gonna
said
try
back, I want to go along the edge of the chasm.
Okay,
And-
he's gonna like run
yeah.
after you, for the record.
Oh yeah, and then I'll fly across the gap, and his bridge is left undefended, and everyone who wants to cross can cross. We win for the people.
I'm gonna make you roll to outrun this troll, if that's your strategy.
Sure. Yeah.
We're gonna say it's a fairly clean 50-50, 11 plus, you
Yeah.
outrun the troll.
Sure. I mean, easy, right? Not so easy. Okay, we got
Not so
almost got
easy.
there.
I'm sorry, Jamie. He actually catches up to you, and I'm gonna say he grabs you, so you are in
He
the
eats you-
troll's
he eats you
clutches,
in one.
effectively. Not gonna eat you in one hour. I gotta actually figure out how this looks.
Yeah, you need to learn how to attach me to an object. Yeah.
So he is
Hey, Bear, now we're over the thing. Should we save Jamie?
Would you like a new power, Jamie?
Quick question about my flight before I lose it. How much can I carry?
That's for the dice to decide.
Yes,
That
I
is-
would like a new power because
Okay.
I said I would keep doing new power. So yeah,
All right. You get a
Never actually flew.
algal physiology.
Something to do with
I'm
algae.
made up of algae.
You can choose to be
That
made
is-
up of algae.
Oh, that's a good way to not be eaten. To just
Yeah.
become a bunch of goo.
That's going to make it easy to slip out of his hold.
That is a reasonable
If
argument.
only there was a river or something that would make it wet.
Really dry algae.
So, based on the
Um,
way the turn order went there, that would actually be Bear's go now.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So, I mean, I don't think I got that much to do, so I'm just gonna try and distract the guy by doing funny pratfalls, landing safely over and over.
Funny
Like, given that I can't get hurt by falling, I can just do the stupidest, silly falls I've ever done in my life.
Okay, sure. I'll say that, like,
I'll be like trust fall and just fall fully forward onto my face while no one's within an inch. No one's within...
I'm gonna say you need to roll
Just
like a 15 to make this guy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I
not
really
eat
just thought I
Jamie
was
by
just
the turn.
passing this turn to reroll a power. So the fact
No,
that I can try anything.
I'm willing
is-
to let you like distract. He's not gonna lose grip or anything, but you might distract him. That's close. That is as
Ooh.
bad as that is close,
Ooh.
but I
I
did say
distract
15.
Alex, but not the troll.
That's fine.
So the troll, though he like
Dude,
understands that you
gotta
might be
pay
doing
attention.
pratfalls and that might be very funny. Would you like to roll a new power, by the way?
Yeah, I would, but also I'd like to upload the video I just took of my falls to TikTok.
Great, fair enough. This is this is how well it does, I guess. It's how well your TikTok does. My God,
Oh, perfect.
this thing pops the hell
It's
off.
gone viral.
You go.
You get
You are.
you get
fully an
DM'd by the
influencer.
Lad Bible immediately.
I get monetized.
But you do have
Baby.
access to
No, the
psionic
Lad Bible makes the
inundation.
money.
I do not give them the rights.
Oh.
Psionic
Uh-oh.
inundation.
Yeah,
Oh,
Billy, you
that's
have
overload
basically.
buildings.
Oh, that's sweet. I can do that anyway.
No, you lost
Cool,
your
not in the
original
game.
powers.
Yeah. It's just saying I'm used to
Okay.
that one. I'm very in tune with this power.
And this would be the troll's turn, who is gonna just take a bite at Jamie at this point.
I'm
This
made
is-
of algae.
I'm gonna say you haven't had a chance to use that yet, so he's gonna get the chance to do some damage here. Let's find out how much damage.
A lot.
You're dead.
You nerds abandoned me.
I am
We
going to
thought
say
you had it under control.
he
I
takes a big
Needed
old
to
chunk
let you
back,
nerds get away.
Where's my... He takes
You should have
like,
been a messier
big
flyer,
chunk
so
back,
you left ice behind you, so they wouldn't be able to chase you so well.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I never flew.
And then that will technically be
Yeah,
Alex's
exactly.
go. Alex, you're on the other side of the bridge safely.
So since I have,
You do have road manipulation.
yeah, I have road manipulation though.
You do. You do.
Which I'm going to interpret in this exact situation to be that I can dress up as his mother and tell him to put that nice young lad down. He's just fixed my tech problems, and he's a really nice lad, so you should pick on someone else.
Okay. All right. Let's see if he falls for this. This is like, you don't have like this isn't I like your style, but it doesn't have a disguise ability. This is just like pretend to be his mum. I'm gonna say you need like a 13 to even
By
start
wearing
this
like
conversation.
cool clothes.
Yeah, you could look like
Or-
his mum, but you're
or
still
mother-
small, right?
mother-like
He's like
clothes.
3
Yeah,
times your
dress,
height.
You can dress like the mum.
Look,
Yeah.
look. If I know anything about trolls, it's that they are the most intelligent creatures on the planet, and we shouldn't make assumptions in your world building from
can also
previous
make-
fantasy.
You can also make clothes big. If you can manipulate your robe, you can manipulate it into a
But then you'd be
Yeah,
costume.
yeah.
stuck under the. You'd look like a kid in a Halloween costume.
Like a big inflatable costume, right? Like an inflatable troll.
I'm gonna say you need like a
Oh, like-
13 to
like-
like get this conversation started. Like,
Sure, yeah. It'll be funny if it fails. I think that's a
ooh.
13, so I'll get this
That is a
conversation
13.
started.
You,
So he stops
you
eating
read-
Jamie temporarily and is like, "Mum, why are you so far away?"
you saw
You
you saw a
see-
little twinge of recognition when I said, "Listen here, Knob," and you realize Knobhead, and you realize that's what his mum used to say to him.
No, man, that's my mum's
see-
pet name for me.
I didn't have access to the BBCs. I couldn't watch my EastEnders, so I had to go away. I had to go and find someone to fix my iPad, and now I'm coming back. I'm coming back here, and then who do I see you eat? But the man who fixed my iPad, and that's just not fair, is it? It's not
Well,
fair.
I made a
at all,
deal. I
because
made a
now-
deal, Mum. They said I could eat this one if I didn't eat the other 3. I'll eat a different one if you want.
Well, what consideration did you give them with the contract?
Wait, this guy, he points at Bear, made the contract. I signed it. Verbal contract.
It doesn't matter. It's not a legal contract unless there's consideration on both sides. You should know
Also,
that.
to be
It's
fair-
basic contract law.
I can't consent on behalf of other people.
Exactly. Exactly.
Jamie, you actually, Alex, do you want a new power before, as this conversation is going?
I'm keeping this power.
You're keeping
no matter
this?
what, because otherwise I transform back into not his mother, and then I'd have a lot to
Well, your
answer
clothes
for.
transform back into not his mother.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
fair
that's
enough,
what
fair
I
enough.
mean.
Jamie, that is technically your go, I think, if I've got the turn order correct.
Right.
Probably.
While this conversation is going on,
Yeah.
it's a perfect chance for me to test out the expansiveness of my new powers. I
Okay.
would like to like turn into algae and just like deform, slip through his fingers, blob up on the ground, and reform.
To transform into or have a physical body made up of algae. This doesn't seem unreasonable to me, but let's say like you need like a 6 to make this
Slippy.
work. That seems like
Sure, yeah.
roughly what the power do, but we got to spin the wheel. Yeah, great. That works absolutely fine. Like a charm. So you slip out of you use this distraction to slip out of his fingers in your algae-like form.
I'll stay in form while like he's turned around right to face his mum to have a chat, so I should be able to slip out of his hands in front of him and
Sure.
keep going across the bridge.
Oh, I see. You're trying to. Well, you did like run off the bridge temporarily, so you're not on the bridge right now, right? This is just a.
Oh,
don't
sure,
have the
but like,
space
but
to
still, I
demonstrate this.
should be closer to the nerds than he is. I think from the way that things have happened.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I think that.
Because he had to turn
probably
around to have a chat
tracks.
with his mum.
Yeah, I was going to try and flip this, but I can't remember where that. Oh, here it is.
And now I'm a different person made of algae. I'm not the person you agreed to eat, so I'm just going to walk off and cross the bridge.
Okay. As you do this, he's going to be like, hey, no crossing the bridge without my say-so. It's my bridge. So he does spot you as you go.
I mean, no, it's I'm on the bridge. You're not on the bridge. This ain't your bridge. Otherwise, you'd be on it. Surely. You're like a cliff troll or something.
Can I
If
hit
someone wants to
him?
cross your cliff, they have to pay you to cross your cliff. But this here bridge, there isn't a bridge troll here, so I'm going to cross the bridge.
Jamie, would you like a new power? At the end of your turn?
Yes, please.
This will mean you transform back into Jamie.
Yeah, sure.
It's fine. He's got a moment because trolls
I just
distracted.
no,
by his
I
mom,
know a different physiology.
Oh, what?
Asterial.
You're a nymph?
I'm a stellar nymph.
I don't know what's going on here.
I'm a nymph made of constellations from Greek myth. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Oh, you're just Nick's born.
Yeah.
Right. So you temporarily transform back into Jamie, and he's like, wait a minute, and then you transform into stars? I don't quite understand what's going on
Yeah.
here.
He's just a shiny. He's just like Jamie with star patterns on him for the moment, right?
Okay, alright,
I
fair
think
enough.
it's any of the characters in Greek myth who were put into the constellations, I think, is what it's implying, right?
That will be your go.
Anyway,
Bear,
yeah.
Oh. Presiding. Yeah. So while the troll is getting told off by what he thinks is his mum,
Yeah.
I'm
Sure.
gonna blast. I'm gonna brain blast him with images of all the times his really big mum, smacked him with a club for being naughty, knobhead. And I'm just gonna hit him with like loads of flashbacks of that. Also flashbacks of butts with the like, oh yeah soundtrack playing. And finally, every now and then, slipping in just like board game situations, like that absolutely give him analysis paralysis. Like, here's the Sulkin rules. Oh, here's the round one of Terra Mystica. You better plan your whole game.
Is
And I'm just
this what's
blasting him with
going
all those
on
thoughts at
in
once.
like your brain all the time?
That's when I'm calm.
No, but that doesn't paralyze him. He just solves them.
Yeah, I assume you've got used to it. You've had years of ADHD to get used to this.
Yeah. Listen, the power of ADHD is that whenever there's a psychic mind reader in the room, they just get paralyzed. That's the special ability.
Like Charles Xavier is like, oh, my new batch of studio was.
Yeah,
You know
just
what?
hit him with streams and streams of everything.
50-50, we'll just go straight 50-50. 11 plus this, like, distract him for a turn or something. Yeah, alright.
Oh, yeah.
He, suddenly, like, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Whoa, hang on. Whoa, oh, no.
What action are you going to be taking
How
on
many
round
points
7?
can I get
What
from this?
action are you going to be taking on round 7?
So he's,
always slow.
I guess Jamie could just, like, walk across the bridge. If you guys want to leave, you can.
That's what I was trying to set up.
Yep, I think we
I
should
will
just
roll a
leave.
new power once
He's
I'm done.
Well, if
brain
you're
blasting
leaving,
you.
I'm not gonna. If you're leaving, I won't bother rolling you a new power.
Oh,
but
yeah.
If you
I
want
like
to,
the power you gave me is indistinguishable from, like, reverse empath, like making them, just giving them, like, a
well, empath is more
vision into
emotional,
my
right?
mind.
Whereas that's
really
like
missed the
thought,
trick.
specific thoughts.
Yeah, I just mean, like, reverse telepathy, just letting them share my mind is how I do it.
Okay.
I missed a
Right.
trick. I should have picked up the algae of me in his body, like in his mouth, as I was leaving. I don't have the algae form anymore, so I
Oh.
can't glub myself back together.
Oh,
He
I
left some algae
understand.
behind in his mouth.
I understand what
He's
you're
a-
saying. Well, at this point in the adventure, as you're traveling, Brshlthp starts going, oh man, it's so far to go. Oh man, I gotta get a snack. I can't go on anymore. We gotta get a snack.
Growing those
That's a good
apples
point.
I was talking about.
I'm up for a snack.
And conveniently, there's a little supermarket on the road as you're walking past, and you go inside because
Super
I don't
convenient.
have
That's
the
too
outside.
convenient.
I only have the inside. So
That's
You pop
that's
into-
what stock images allowed for.
you pop into a local, yeah, pretty much. I just didn't bother doing it outside with no encounter. You pop into a little supermarket here. Here you go. Here's your supermarket, and Brshlthp
look
wants a snack.
Surprisingly bored.
You can see there's like a cashier who's like a
fantastic.
bit bored. There's no customers in here, so the cashier's looking pretty bored. And like there's a dude down here, like I don't know, sweeping or stocking shelves, you know, doing various chores. And
What
probably
kind of
stocking shelves makes more
music's
sense.
playing?
Like you know that really generic like lift elevator / store
It's
music. You know,
it's music. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was gonna be that or like classic hits or whatever.
no, it's really
The Me
boring.
channel music.
It's copyright-free
Me.
music, so that if I decide to put it in the YouTube video, that's what's playing.
Good point. Sorry, yes. No, it's just gonna be you're gonna in post just go like boop 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 boop
I might.
boop and just
Why
overlay
in
that.
post
as
when
a
you could just do that
section.
live for us right now?
Why
Yeah.
in post? Well, I can just take Jamie's little one and put that. loop
Oh
that
yeah, okay.
over.
Just
Yeah,
stretch
you're
that
just doing
across the
that for the rest
post
of the
market
stream,
section.
Cheers, buddy. Right, so yeah.
Right. What even does a Brshlthp eat?
Oh, good question. What does a Brshlthp eat? Should have thought about this, shouldn't I? But I gotta say, like Brshlthp goes like wandering off. You can choose to
Whatever he
follow him if
wants,
you want. He
yeah.
goes looking for a snack. You can follow him if you would like to.
Yeah, I mean we gotta look through all the snacks together.
Yeah,
I'll,
I think
I'll,
the
I'll
snack-
babysit Brshlthp.
You're gonna go with
Yeah,
Brshlthp?
okay, we're all with Brshlthp.
You're all just
I think.
gonna hang out with Brshlthp? Okay,
I
he like
presume we're gonna just
Yeah.
systematically go down every aisle and decide what we want.
you can if you. Oh, okay. So Bear starts wandering up and down every aisle systematically. uh,
Make a
Brshlthp-
beeline for the shortbread.
Okay, Jamie, you go for the shortbread, which I'm gonna say is like down here.
Yeah.
Alex, you're escorting Brshlthp, who goes straight to like the
Yep.
like hyper sugary, like aimed at kids bright box things. There's looking at that stuff.
Oh.
And Brshlthp's gonna turn to you at some point and be like, "I want that one." And he points at like a bright one with I don't know, Mr. Animal is on the box art trying to sell something to kids. Clearly,
Mr. Animal.
Mr. Animal, Mr. Beast.
that
It's a
one coming.
Feastables bar.
no, it's specifically not a Feastables bar. It has to be copyright free.
Yeah, wait, no,
Uh,
it has to be edible.
It's a
good
smorgable.
point. It's a Munchables bar.
It's a Yummables, yeah. Mr. Animal's
Yummables.
Yummables.
It's
Oh, wow,
an ample
um,
bar.
I want that one.
Ample meal
And he
bar.
points to one that's like a little bit above
Okay,
his
I
head
think-
height.
Sure. I pick it up and put it in the basket that I have.
Great, awesome. Okay. It's at this point do you realize that you don't have any money, or not money that's good in this land
Oh,
anyway.
shit.
Hey, Alex, you've got your phone. Just use Google Pay. We've established you have your phone.
I don't think
We
that
don't have our
they
own
accept Google
powers.
Pay here.
Like
Yeah,
my
we don't have
power
our
to
own
use my
powers.
credit card that changes currencies for travel is a power.
But we will find out what powers you do.
I would like to see what powers I do have.
Yes,
yeah.
that's a good point.
But you do have-
just money. You just roll.
Alex, you have talk manipulation.
Hawk manipulation.
You have the power of a hand.
Power of rotation.
Pretty much. You have a wrench of sorts.
It's
Bear,
not
you
just
have
rotation; it's rotation via
Wait.
pressure.
What?
You could just make us. You could just make us next anyway.
Dough generation. Dough is a synonym for money. You said we don't
good
have
point.
cash. Guess what, baby?
Yeah, they could just generate some dough. Yeah, okay.
hey, are there?
It does say specifically a variation
There's
of
an
food
incredibly
generation.
bored cashier.
And Jamie, you
Oh,
have
and I can-
enhanced power absorption.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
I
fuck.
I can steal.
So
I
you
can
can
steal
absorb other people's
power.
power. You can steal the
Yeah.
dough generation and thus use it to get exoed.
But you could
No,
also
I was
steal the
one- no,
power of
I
the
actually-
cashier to accept
Yes.
the sale.
That's what. Yep. No, you said it faster than I did.
Okay, so what are you guys doing in this situation? Now that you've got Alex has got Brshlthp's snack. The two of you are
Yeah.
browsing for shortbread and Bear's going up and down every aisle systematically.
I've just realized I can make dough. I'm just gonna start
Yeah.
making sugar-free cookie dough and eating it.
Okay, great. You do that.
Thanks. Does Brshlthp want some?
No,
Well, we
Brshlthp
could bring
specifically
Brshlthp
wants the
over,
big
but
he wants the
I
sugar
think
stuff.
Brshlthp's pretty set on the on the Munchable bar.
Yeah,
right?
Brshlthp specifically wants a very expensive and very clearly catered towards
Yeah, okay.
predatory
I have
childhood
a
action.
question.
Okay.
Is the Munchable bar made of dough?
Yummables, I think we said rather than Munchables.
Is
wasn't
the
it?
Yummables a dough bar or is it something else?
We're gonna say it's not though. We're gonna say it's like
All right.
It's a-
Well, I will offer people in the shop free samples of my cookie dough. I'm not really trying to achieve anything here. Just absolutely enjoying dough generation. So
sure.
I'd like to enjoy dough generation.
This
Feel free to
board-
roll a
rest of
thing
the
just
game.
for like a luck check or something. I don't know.
We'll see how good your dough is. Your sugar-free dough is
Yes,
incredible.
of course it
Yeah.
fucking is.
Your sugar-free dough is so good that this cashier comes up to you and he's like, "Sir, I don't think you have a license to like. I don't think anyone asked to sell today, but you convince him to try one, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is so good.
I
Where
just
can we
blast
get
some
more of
dough into
this?"
his mouth. I'm
Yeah.
specifically web slinging dough as well.
This guy who wanted up to you is so like impressed by your product. He's like, I need to talk to my man. We got to get this on the shelves pronto. This is the best thing I've ever tasted. In fact, I got to go call my manager right now. He gets his phone out right then and there and starts calling his manager to be like, boss, I've got the
Yeah,
greatest product you've ever seen. You got to come down here and try it.
As soon as I realize it's working out, I'm just like workshopping characters to be the mascot. So I'm just like, I'm a dough Spider-Man, a Monster-Man.
Would you like to reroll your power into your turn?
No, I just want to ride this out.
That's fair.
This
That's
is
fair.
going too well for me to lose my dough power.
What are the other two of you doing?
I mean, I think once I found my shortbread, I've sort of meandered back over towards where Bear is doing this, and I heard that the manager's on the way down. Maybe.
Yeah. Sure.
They're
They're
I'd
gonna
like
be a
to
few
wait
minutes.
around for the. Like, is the manager on his way right now?
Yeah, sure. They're
I
going
would
to be like
to
5 minutes or
absorb
so.
the
or whatever.
manager's powers of being the manager.
Okay. You need to wait around for a little bit for this to like occur, but we'll see how that pans out when the manager arrives. They're going to be like 5-10 minutes.
I mean-
so, like, it's not a long time to wait.
Oh, is
and
that?
we can't
Oh, but I said I would. Okay, can I? If that? Okay, that's too long. Cause
we
I
can
said I thought
time
my
skip
powers,
that though if you want. If you want, like, unless Alex has got some
I'd like
specific
to-
right now stuff to do, I'm happy to like time skip that and get to that point.
Yeah, I
Alex,
don't have
you
a
go
turn,
first,
so
unless you've got a thing.
well, I don't really have anything, so I'm happy to wait in the wings whilst you people with relevant powers do something. Because what am I going to do? I don't have talk manipulation. I have talk manipulation. That's the only joke I've got.
My
Let me,
plan is to steal the powers of the manager being the manager and give us all 100% discount on the store.
Alex, you can
Perfect.
twist their arms.
Who can I make the manager? Who do I have a face?
That's
for to
not
make the
bad.
manager quickly.
I've got a big bit of dough here now.
Dude just straight up has dough. Give me.
Also, I do like how
second.
the cashier's counter is sort of just floating.
Yeah, don't worry
It's
about
good
it.
touch.
It saves space on the shop floor.
All right,
Yeah.
this will do. So,
They can just descend and like cash you out whenever you put your hand up. You're just like, I'm ready to leave.
Yeah.
so you wait
they
around
just
for a few
drop
minutes,
in.
and the manager turns up at some point to try to just to grab a face I had on hand quickly.
Oh, hello.
I was like, "Oh, I
I'd
heard
like
there
to-
was a product you wish to stock. How much would you
while
charge for this
he's-
product?" Yeah, this is just like this
While he's
isn't the
checking the
same
dough,
Sphinx.
I'd like
You
to
don't
do
get
the
his
thing I
riddle
said.
powers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I want his managerial powers.
Okay, is that
Powers
what
to have the
abilities
perfect
do?
romance with a chicken.
Steal and augment. Yeah, great. Steal and augment. Okay, you steal his
Yeah, I do
manager.
it better than them.
Let's see how much better they are. We'll say we're gonna be like, we'll see how well this goes, right? If you get 11 or higher, that's how much better the powers are. If you get 10 or lower, it's not gonna quite go as planned. I think that's a
Sure.
reasonable thing to say. Okay, not too much. Not too much.
Ah,
So you are able
I'm
to
now
like
a Sphinx.
you essentially become the assistant manager. You're able to like copy the powers, but not quite get them with the augmentation thing right, and don't steal them either. You're just gonna like, you are the assistant manager of the store as far as everyone is concerned, right now.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna then for this dough deal that Bear's making, I'd like to make it really in Bear's favor, so we get lots of cash to buy Brshlthp the exact thing he wants.
Look, it's very
So
expensive.
this is like a long-term.
Yes,
This
it's
isn't
very
a cash-in-hand deal. What?
Yeah, no, we're gonna make. No, I'm gonna make
Yeah,
it
but-
like that's gonna be the golden handshake to make sure we get
Yeah, you
exclusive
gotta sweeten the
access.
deal.
Right, look, man, sir, it's very important.
Mm,
We've got to
yes.
pay. We've got to pay this guy a small amount up front, enough for say 3 to 4 snacks in the shop as a golden handshake, to be able to make sure we get exclusive access to the dough, and our competitors do not, and we can sign
Mm,
that right away, and make sure we get that deal.
Curious. I have just 3 questions. One.
Yes, as you often do, sir. As I'm aware, as your assistant manager.
For question number 1. Knock. No, hang on. No, that was earlier. What shall we call
As
this
always, sir.
product?
I mean, I believe the gentleman is currently
Doe's
brainstorming
nuts?
over it. There we go. Dough's nuts.
Question 2.
Because the dough's nuts
What is the retail price?
of the dough. Well, it comes in different sizes. You see, so you can have snack size, like small, sort of like pop in, but you can also get like trays of it that you take home and heat up in the oven and have like cookie dough as like a pudding. So like a whole range, not like just one price point.
Well,
Alright.
like per gram then or something. Give me like a rough portion size to base the deal off.
Okay. So the go home bake at home tray bake. I think this will go down amazing. I think we can do like it's a big one. We can do like $15 to $20 dues.
And my final question. What is the
That was-
mascot
wait, was
for
that
this
already
product?
Apparently,
That was
a
a follow-up,
legally
so I'm not counting
distinct Spider-Man pastiche whose web slings around the city with dough called Arachnoboy brackets dough. We're working on it, sir.
Dressed
Interesting.
as
What
an
about-
Italian
Okay.
chef.
Yes.
What about a deer?
Oh, I see. Because it's a dough. That he has. That's his love interest.
I
like
see.
that. I like that.
All right. Because of the way
Merry
you've
dough.
answered his questions 3, I'm going to give you effectively a +3 to this roll. So you need a 7 or higher to get this deal over the line.
For crying out loud. I'm not doing well at my rolls. I got my
Sorry
20.
there, buddy.
I did the giant in one go.
Sphinx is like the idea is good, the product is good. He's like, this is something I want on our shelves, but I'm not. But like the negotiations aren't quite working in your favor. He's not willing to do the upfront thing, but he is willing to the rest of the idea is very good, and he's happy to stock it in that way. It's just he's not going to give the money up front. He's like,
Okay, no, you're entirely right. Sorry, yeah, no, you're right. It'd be wrong to give money, but we should give them a complimentary snack to take with them after this delightful
Jamie, would you like to roll a new power into your turn?
show. Yeah, I would, because I always do.
Okay, you will cease to be the assistant manager, for the record.
Will I though? I gained the role.
Let's see what new power you get, and see
Yeah,
if that
okay.
affects it. You get
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. This is a bit like the way where you did. I was about to make the campaign end in one.
Don't even worry. I'm ready to take my turn.
Yeah, go for it.
absolute
I'm done.
transcendence.
Jamie, I saw you really struggling at the real-time improv with that Sphinx there, right? You were in a slightly unusual position, so
I'm an
just gonna
assistant
be like-
manager. You've got to understand. It's not really my thing.
relax, I say, and I web sling some shortbread dough into your mouth, and hopefully it's the most mind-bending experience you'll ever have.
Oh, and that's why. And then I transcend. Yeah.
I
I was
mean,
actually gonna just try and heal you a little bit for
Oh.
some stuff, but like,
I'll let you
but
roll
then
for
you rolled
healing.
absolute transcendence, and I was like, sure.
I'll let you roll for healing if you want, and then if it's and you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
decide
I
how
just
you
wanna
react to this dough.
Blast Jamie with some dough as part of the
Yeah.
show I'm putting on.
Nom, nom, nom.
I'm not really worrying about the business side of this. I'm just putting on a show.
Yeah, I'll say that. That's good enough to heal Jamie a point of damage there. Yeah.
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 Woo.
Here, try this raw shortbread, Jamie.
Would you like to roll a new power at the end of your
Mm.
turn, Bear, or is this is the scene for you? I feel like.
I am tempted to retire this character in this shop.
I get Bear Junior, Bear
I
2.
just have Bear 2 or whatever.
Take a
Up the
dough
cashier.
golem of yourself and send it on. Like, it's
I might be able
golem,
to like.
a
There might
dolem.
be a way for you to figure that out with the powers available here. We'll think about it.
Yeah, wait a second. One of us is.
It has
anything.
gained absolute. If you spend your one turn with absolute transcendence making a second bear to be the doughboy, I would be okay with that. But-
I'm going to transcend it, but I am still regulated to turn structure. Which
Brshlthp
seems a
is
little bit
Brshlthp is
omniscient, but here
tugging
we
on
are.
your sleeve at this point, Alex, and being like, I want the thumbables. Come buy the yamables. I'm hungry. Give me the snack. Go buy the snack.
Been eating dough
I'm
base.
definitely like, I'm patting Brshlthp on the head. I'm like, calm down, it's fine. They're going through some stuff at the moment, but they'll get us some money. Can you just chillax for a moment?
I'll chillax when I've got the yamables.
Alex, you can change
I'm just
rotation.
going
You can make the cylinders inside the till, like rotate
can
and let
do
all the
that.
money out. I
mean,
don't
if
know
you
where the
I
apply
thought you
enough
were gonna
if you
suggest,
apply enough
like,
torque to the drawer of
this
the
isn't-
till, it's gonna open.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
sure what you do
true.
with torque manipulation.
Can I- Is it one of those rotary tills that can roll back?
that can roll
Like,
back? I'm not quite sure what you mean.
as in it's got its price on a rotation thing, like an
Oh,
old style
old school
till.
tills.
So like,
I mean,
yeah.
this looks like a new style till as far as I can tell that I've grabbed here.
Okay,
So we're just going to
sure,
work on
sure.
whatever the picture is. That does appear to have
However,
like,
that looks
carvings
very
and
new.
Stuff.
If you
Yeah.
have a little magnet and you rotate it, and you can manipulate computers.
I mean, if there are things turning in
true.
there,
I don't
know.
think this power is incredibly useful here, although I'm not
If you talk
necessarily.
to a person, you can probably make them do whatever you want.
Some of the powers aren't very useful. To be fair.
We have ways of making you talk.
We have made actually. How do humans move? They use their legs. What kind of force do they use in their legs to move?
Gravity.
What's your
Horsepower.
plan?
My plan
Alex just starts breaking
is
legs.
no. I don't think I actually do want to break the leg of the manager and say, "Now give my child this food before I."
What about the cashier?
Yeah, I'll do it to the cashier. That's fine.
You're gonna torque the cashier's
No.
leg.
No, I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to be ethical with my powers.
Interesting.
This has taken a turn for the dark.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really want a
Okay,
turn
I
for the
can fix
dark. I
them
want a turn
afterwards.
for the dunk. Sorry. You
can
can
fix
fix
them afterwards.
how
Have you seen my
absolutely
power?
transcended.
Alex,
Yeah,
you
it's a
can
good
make
point.
them rotate their stock.
Can I make them rotate their stock? What if I rotate the calendar so that it's out of date and thus
Then
they
we
sell
say
it really cheaply?
Solkin.
I think this
No.
is too silly.
Okay.
So I am really floundering here
That's all right.
with ideas that aren't do some torture or.
I'm okay with you just
do-
like placating
boring things.
Brshlthp for a minute and let you roll a new power. And we'll see
Yeah,
what-
I
You
will play.
spend the turn spinning your wheels.
That's
No, I
just a
will
huge
spin my
distraction
wheels
in the
and
store. Can't
change
you
my
just
tower.
leave?
Change my
Snap.
power. We could, but that's stealing. And
I've just been.
oh
Oh,
my
no.
god!
Oh,
Opposite
Apparently,
to divorce
opposite to lust
inducement.
inducing.
Well, it is Valentine's Day
inducement.
after all.
that is. I wouldn't say that. That's not what opposite means to me.
Yeah.
What opposite of how?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think the opposite of this is like love removal. Anyway,
well, it is Valentine's Day after all. So...
Divorce.
It is
It is.
Valentine's Day.
There is a
It is.
page on this wiki for divorce inducement.
Nonetheless,
You know,
I
that
think
common
that's.
Superpower divorce inducement.
I think that's Jamie's go, if I'm not mistaken.
I can
Right,
brew
hello.
a divorce potion.
Hello, Jamie. What are you doing with your absolute transcendence?
Okay, I'm gonna pop over. I'm good. Right, here we go.
You eat
I'm
bear's
going to
dough,
take Brshlthp.
transcend reality,
Yep, it's delicious.
and cease to exist.
On that thing, surely someone who's transcended reality, like doesn't feel or take or or can be harmed. So having damaged health points at all makes no sense.
So you want me to get rid of your health, is what
also-
you're saying?
yeah,
As-
exactly. No.
As soon as Jamie enters Transcendence, just as he's about to, I just lean forward and whisper about the dough. I made that from my body. And then he
I
goes,
know.
eyes go white, his glows.
I know,
Yeah,
I-
like
I'm
just
I'm
eyes
going
become
to-
bright, like beacons of light shining out.
I'm going to take Brshlthp over to the till. Or so
Okay.
the floating till is going to hover down to where Brshlthp is.
Are you going to bring the
Um,
till to you?
We're going to offer up the food that Brshlthp wants. What do we call it? Mealable? Snack?
Yummables
Whatever it's
or
called.
Munchables?
Yummable.
Something
right.
like that.
Yummable. We're going to look how much yummable is.
Yeah.
Not a
Yep.
scam, TM. Snacks.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. We're going to let her like beep through the yummable and my shortbread.
Okay.
Gullibles.
Although actually, no, wait, no, I've just
Gullibles.
had the most. I've just had the tastiest shortbread
And
ever.
I'm not
I don't
Mr. Beast
want-
products.
I don't want the shortbread anymore. I'm just going to beep through the yummable that Brshlthp wants,
Okay.
and she's going to tell me how much it is. Obviously,
Yeah, it's like, £4.20 or something.
I'm
Four-
use
sorry,
my.
$4
I'm going
$20.
to use my transcendent power over reality, my omniscience, my omnipotence.
Yep.
To make that amount of money and hand it over, like to appear in my hand and hand it over to her.
Brilliant.
Yep.
That works.
All you actually do is just convince her, just like, but of course, money has no worth compared to reality, and you just.
Oh wait,
have
I should have made. Oh wait, yeah, I should just remove the concept of money from the world, shouldn't I?
Well, you
Oh, well,
created
too bad.
exactly the right amount of money in the moment.
Yep.
Bought the
Yep, hand it
Yummables.
over. Yep, buy the envelope.
You
give it
have
to Brshlthp.
successfully purchased the Brshlthp is happy with his snack.
Yeah,
Would
good.
you like to roll a new power?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry, Bear. You're not becoming a second bear.
That's fine. I've got
I've come
know.
to. But Jamie does get self-aura manipulation.
What are
Sure,
some
man.
of these?
0 aura.
I don't know.
I can just tell that all of
Cleansing
you have got
aura, what
0
the
aura.
fuck
No,
is
it's only
that?
self aura manipulation, so I can make everyone think that I have aura for once.
Isn't that the
You
definition of
don't-
aura?
You no longer need to farm aura. You can just do it. All right, great. You've successfully
apparently you can
acquired
change
some
your own
Yummables.
mood. Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
You have completed this encounter, but if you guys would like to do anything else in the shop
Yeah.
whilst you're here, you may.
I'm gonna try and make a deal with this Sphinx. Not
Uh-huh.
some. I don't really care. Like, I only want the smallest portion of the cuts. I know it's gonna do the work. I just want like in on the business.
Sure.
I'm gonna go out and just fill a massive vat, as much like of this dough as I can make.
Okay.
Just like a mountain, a pyramid. I'll make a pyramid of dough.
Oh, nice.
So the Sphinx can try and, much, what's it called? Like, what's the plane takeoff? A runway. It has that much runway for its business
Ah, right. Okay.
in dough, and it also has a lot that it can try and figure out how to make more of that dough.
Sure.
Because I just
Alright.
want this dough to continue to exist, and also, maybe I
Okay.
make a few $100K a year off of my stake in the
Sure.
business.
Let's find out what. Oh, Jamie. Apparently, your omnipotence
How
rolled.
how
in-
hard I can make
11,
dough.
it was
I just go.
actually infinite. No, we're gonna roll for what percentage of the company you get in this deal.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Between
Yeah,
1
that's
and
fine.
20% seems reasonable.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, as the only producer of the product.
You get
For
9%.
now, for now.
9% of those
That's
nuts.
fine. That's fine. I hope it does well. Hey, I've already made a TikTok promoting it. Sorry, I've already got a TikTok
It's
user
already
base
blown up.
ready
Yeah.
to like hand over to this product. Thanks to my
9% of
sweet
those
falling
nuts.
over.
There you
Because
go.
the dough's nuts.
Now we
You know,
it's-
I just seamlessly go from, hey, those falls were sweet. You know what else is sweet? Dough's nuts.
Great.
All
Would
right,
anybody
move
else
us
like
on.
to do
Take
anything
us
else
away.
while we're in the shop, or are you cool to go
I
on
think
to the
Alex
next-
wants another go with torque manipulation.
No, I want a bit of a go at love manipulation, actually.
You want to throw out some love?
what
on
was
it?
it?
Yeah,
Love
do it to our
inducement.
audience. They love this dough.
Yo!
Yeah, I'm going to make our audience love us so much that they will
Like
press
and
that follow
subscribe.
button immediately.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how well that goes.
And like and subscribe.
Oh, it goes pretty well. Yeah. Turns out
Okay, cool.
a decent number of people will like and subscribe. Nice, good work.
14 people will like and subscribe. Nice.
Sure, is that what oh, damn, I was hoping for at least like a percentage watch or something.
Yeah, no, like all if any of us click, and like, oh, whoops.
Unfortunately, you're already following, you fool. Did you get the refollow? Did the notification come up and I missed it? Or
No, I
Okay,
didn't
that's alright
actually
then.
press anything,
Alright, you guys leave this shop.
but I will.
And where does that
Oh,
put us?
does Brshlthp enjoy his snack?
Of course they do. Oh, thanks for the follow, man. Yeah, Brshlthp is happily munching his snack now. Just like whenever you ask for directions, you got a bit of peace and quiet while he just like points you in the direction of the path. Maybe he leads you for a little bit as you come to and you head on your way again, back down this path again into another little field. Brshlthp leading you, a bit of peace and quiet for once, not Brshlthp while he's just munching away. When
Delightful.
yeah, when suddenly, hang on, you have to roll for new powers before suddenly
I
happens.
see
Less delightful.
Before suddenly,
can have
let's get some new
anything.
powers.
Oh, good point. Good, important.
So, Alex, you get wax generation.
Wow, that's like dough, except
Wax
it doesn't
on,
taste
wax
good
off.
and you can't digest it.
Variation of organic generation and solid generation. They really have gone very deep on the blank is the sub.
Yeah, kind of
Power of
taxonomy.
Yeah, they do quite a lot of that.
taxonomy.
Yeah.
There you get.
Oh, it's generation and not manipulation.
This is just power scalers going, what? Fluctuation
Right.
stabilization. What is that? That's just, but that's
So you
just
don't get
words,
weight.
dude.
Notably, some power of flux manipulation. So you can't manipulate flux. All you can do is stabilize it.
Well, you can. It's a form of
Power-
manipulate. Stabilizing is a form of manipulation.
Stabilize.
But it's all right because Jamie has wire proficiency.
I could use wires to do whatever I want.
You can wield a master of wielding wires.
Is that person
That looks
puppeting
like you're
a
like
bunch of people in
puppeting,
the
yeah.
art? Yeah.
I have no idea, my guy.
Okay, so apparently I'm
Son of
immune
a
to being
fucker.
erased from existence. Is one of the applications of that power. I'm trying to figure out what it means.
Fair enough,
It
dude.
says one of them is you can't be erased
Well,
from existence.
anyway. You're wandering this
You know-
lovely little path, going through this space, when suddenly, out of nowhere, appears. Oh, hang on a minute. Where is it? There it is.
Shrek.
You see a tower, looming in the distance, and
Oh, okay. Well,
as you approach, you see a fella. Just at the top of this tower, stares down at you and is like, "Ah, Brshlthp, you little shit! I'm gonna get you for what you did." And he he yeets a lightning bolt straight at Brshlthp.
Oh, I stabilized the
Oh.
lightning bolt.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Oh,
that's
shit.
actually. Thank you so much, chat.
the one thing I can do, I just make the lightning bolt stable. There's no more
Yeah.
potential difference for it to travel along.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Alright, we're gonna see how well that
point, yeah,
goes. Let's see how well this goes.
yep.
The
this is
one
just gonna...
thing I
The
can
one
do.
thing.
Go on, do another. It's another round
Give
of the
me a
giant.
plus
that
10,
got done in
baby.
one
Give me
go.
advantage on that roll.
I'm gonna say that
It's
the wizard.
one thing.
I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? All right, I'll fine. I'll give you advantage. I
Oh.
gave you advantage. I will say that just because you have the power, though, that the wizard does have to roll to hit. It's not going to be an auto hit.
Oh,
Okay, great.
He's going to have to roll. It's still just like 11 plus to hit,
right, they didn't work.
but he does have to
Wait.
hit.
Wait, but
He's-
I mean, can anyone else act in this moment?
My guy strikes Brshlthp. For once, the NPC is
That's
going
bad.
first. Just
I
one
think,
heart.
yeah,
out.
like the nature of my power is it happens, it's reactive, unlike some others, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I remember that. Brshlthp's like, oh no! Yeah, it's like blasted backwards and knocked into these weeds. And he's like, "I'll get you,
Just
you
like us.
you bastard, you little."
Oh, shit.
And then
Hey, excuse me, mister.
what?
So, you seem to have beef with our little friend here.
Yeah, that little shit.
Yeah, what do you
What
do?
do you do?
He broke my experiment, the shit!
I mean, okay, what experiment? And also, is that worth dying for? Doesn't sound like it. But
My
okay, what
potions!
experiment?
My potions! He broke my potions!
Okay, well, we can clear this up. We
Are
can
you
clear
doing
this
anything
up.
with your turn here, Jamie, or are you just trying to chat?
I'm trying to just establish the situation. I mean, I'm trying to. I'm going to try and fish my phone charger out my pocket at the same time, I guess.
Fish your phone charger out your pocket. Okay.
Yeah, because I got
can
wire
charge his
manipulation,
phone
and that's
from
the
the
only
lightning
wire that I've got any chance of actually
And
using in this
Do
situation.
what with it?
I mean, I'm gonna. I don't know yet.
Manipulate.
I'm kind of spinning my wheels while my brain tries to come up with a way of dealing with a wizard in a tower with wire proficiency.
Yeah, I understand,
I mean,
but like,
he's casting lightning bolt. I guess you
I
could
mean,
do a federal sting and then manipulate the wire that you had on the inside to
Oh,
get
right
the
now,
dirt on the
I've
wizard.
got it. It's more react. I'm going to wait for the next
God
lightning
damn it.
bolt.
okay, so you're
Right?
you're waiting for the next lightning bolt. Is your plan?
Yeah, using
Okay.
again, am I losing my power between now? I have an action to take on the lightning bolt situation,
Right.
but
gonna
it's
say,
my
like-
turn now, and
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind you like having a more prepared turn for next turn, but I'm gonna say that would be like your next turn would be to like respond to the lightning bolt. So if you'll have to choose to roll
but I'm
new
not
power
going to
now.
have wire proficiency. By
Well,
then.
you can keep it if you want. That's
You
fine.
can keep
That
it.
sounds useless.
Well, that's your choice. If you've got a plan, you might want to
Okay,
keep it.
right. I'm proficient with wires as weapons. Looking at the pictures on this thing, there's a bunch of nonsense you can do. I am going to the wire that I pulled out, the charging wire.
Yep.
I'm gonna flick it out my pocket, like swirl it once, fire it up at the wizard as a bolus, and try and wrap it, try and disarm his staff by having like the wire like whip wound it and rip it out of his hand with the force
You mean the torch he's
off the
holding?
wire, because it's anime. The thing here is the picture I've got to go on is anime, so we're gonna go for an over-the-top attack.
So you try and whip the torch he's holding out of his hand.
Yeah, his magic staff torch thing, whatever.
Okay. All right. Sure.
He's a wizard. You can't cast spells without that.
Yeah. Okay.
It
Right.
is a lot
So
harder. You'd need components.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. So let's see. You've got wire manipulation. Okay. Sure. You can extend the length of this. Whatever. Yeah. Sure.
Oh
Okay,
no,
I'll say...
I'm chucking it like a bolus. It's wire proficiency, right? So
All right.
it's a
sure.
weapon rather than be able to manipulate it. Yeah.
We'll just see how it go then. We'll just.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
I don't have a good way of showing that you've knocked this thing out of his hand, so we're just gonna
Time to get really good at cropping.
do that. Like that'll do. He still has a hand.
Yep.
You've knocked his the torch goes flying off into
If
the
it,
woods.
if it went wrong, I succeed by slicing his hand off and making him more mad. Yep.
Yeah, I'll even say because you
Um,
rolled so well, it lands on some rocks and snuffs out rather than like starts a forest fire.
Oh, good.
At the end of your turn, would you like to roll a new power? You're also down a
Yes,
phone
please.
charger at this point.
Yeah, other stuff -1 phone charger. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no phone charger. You get mandala creation. Create What the hell is a mandala?
A mandala
Mandala.
Like the effect? No. I don't.
is a symbolic circular image with intricate geometric patterns for spiritual reasons.
Yeah, yeah.
Have fun with that.
Includes a variety of supernatural effects, including divine entity
Oh.
invocation, mental evolution, and artistic reality alteration. Perfect.
Eddie, bring up the wiki page with the animation.
With the animation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the picture there at the top there. That's all it is. It's just you get a cutscene for a special attack.
You get a cutscene
You
for your
do like
attacks.
an RPG
You're in a
video
Toho game.
or
Cutscene
an
that-
anime charged power that's just focused on you. The background fades away behind you. It becomes patterns.
And
Okay, so
it
you get
lets
to
you
do
do
an
some spiritual nonsense.
Anime
Yeah.
cutscene attack. Hype.
Perfect. I just
Yeah.
did one of those. I'll do another one next turn.
Great. I think that's Alex's go. 'Cause I think the other two of you have done something
Is-
so far.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
would
yeah,
like
yeah.
to make
Yeah.
because because the
I'll
wizard's
re-roll
tower
if,
is like
if my turn's passed. I'll re-roll him.
Yeah, I realized I didn't give you
Hi.
options, so I'll do that while Alex is discussing.
and we can't
snowballs.
get to the wizard, I would like to make a wax staircase, like a spiral staircase going around the wizard's tower, so that we can
Ooh.
get to the wizard with wax
To have a chat. Yeah.
to have a chat to understand what the fuck's going on and why the wizard is so pissed
Yeah,
that he
okay.
would attack on sight.
Let's
Poor defenseless Brshlthp.
let's have a little roll to see just like how
Who
good
has
this
done no
staircase
wrong.
is. How like easy it is to traverse. So
It's fucking shit.
you make more of a slide of wax, I'll say, than a staircase of wax. So,
Oh, so he can come down to talk to us.
he could, yeah, potentially he could come down to talk to you. In the interim, Bear got the power to induce liminal states. Wait, what?
Oh, so you can make a liminal space,
You
right?
can make
Yeah, we're
things
going to
Hide
back
Brshlthp
rooms,
in it.
baby.
Alex, would you like to
hide
roll a new
Brshlthp.
power at the end of your turn?
Oh, absolutely.
That's pretty reasonable. Wax generation, making a slide. Well, this is what you get. Medical lab / device
Oh, sweet.
manipulation. Which again,
Medical or lab device. Like that's pretty broad. Like he's already said that he's like messed up his potions or whatever. That's a lab device.
Oh, you can
right
help.
there.
I was.
Yeah.
I can
was
help
Yeah,
him
wondering
with
I
if
the
was
you-
like,
potions.
if I wanted to help with the potions, stabilization might actually be good there, but nah.
Okay, all right. So, hang on. How are we doing for ads, by the way? That's something worth checking.
I've snoozed it once. We got
Cool.
5 minutes.
Great.
Can we deal with this wizard in 5 minutes?
Let's find out, baby. Because this
I
is the
hope
wizard.
so. If not, then we can snooze it again.
It is the wizard's turn, and he is this time gonna yeet a fireball at you. He's gonna try and hit.
How are you doing that without your
Delta
staff,
split.
mate?
Does this
he had a torch. He
melt
whipped the
the
torch out of his
intricately
hand.
created staircase I just made?
Tell you what, we're gonna roll for what are we gonna roll for? We'll roll for each of you to jump out the way, and also the wax staircase. See how much it melts.
How?
We'll do a lot of rolls. Okay,
How well
so
is he casted? Jamie, did you do really well at stealing his stuff?
it wasn't a
stuff's
staff.
gone.
I don't know why you assumed it was a staff.
He's a wizard. He needs his staff. That's how wizards work.
What? You don't have the ability to set those
He's
rules.
not a sorcerer. He's a wizard.
I love your attitude, but
doesn't,
one of my
but
villains
I
has got to have a go. You sunk my giant in one turn. You can beat this feeble
I've
old
got-
man.
I'm not going to dodge. I'm going to use
Alex,
my power.
dodge. You're just gonna wait. You've got a reaction or
I'm
something.
dodging.
Yeah. I don't react.
I'm so average at dodging.
You've all right, sure, whatever. 10 is good enough to.
I mean, my reaction might save everyone.
Oh,
I don't
is
know.
This,
All
is
right.
this Dare or Jamie?
Bear's fine. Jay, what are you doing actually? Yeah, good point. What are you doing?
Right, okay. So the Mandela thing can do like spiritual nonsense, and you get an anime cutscene, and the
Okay.
image shown on the wiki
Sure.
is a bunch of fireballs.
Mhm.
So I jump in front, the background fades out, the fireballs coming in, the beautifully like intricate design comes in behind me, and then moves like through me in front of me and absorbs the fireball, and then spins it back round and shoots it back at the wizard.
Jamie, you know the anime cutscene in an RPG can only happen in turn order.
Let's see how well this goes.
Not
RPGs have
necessarily.
counter abilities in them. Genuinely, they do.
No, I know. That's incredible.
Also, not all
I'm basically
RPGs
casting
have a
Reflect on
turn
my
order.
I'm afraid, Jamie.
all RPGs
It does not
worth
work as you
playing.
wanted. And you've managed to save your friends from the damage, but you have also taken the damage yourself in order to
man.
do so.
Okay, that works. I'll just face tank. That's.
Would you like to roll a new
And,
ability?
did I successfully send it back at him, or did I? Did
No,
that fail?
I'm going to say you just like
Oh, okay.
took it onto yourself. Is how you did that.
I
you
would
want-
like to always roll a new power.
Always.
Obviously. You haven't given me a power that's tempted me yet.
You got literal omnipotence.
I got
No,
transcendence.
yeah, but he didn't get like dough generation. So.
That's true. Generation would have been.
Look, if it's become a panda,
All right. Well, you
Family
get
manipulation,
family.
you can
oh,
make
if
your
it
family
gets back round to
pandas.
me, I'm gonna make the wizard and Brshlthp be brothers.
All right. So
No,
you-
the Brshlthp's are gonna be a son.
But then you get the Brothers War.
Yeah, that's why I said son. I changed it
Okay,
to
okay.
son.
Lucky there's a family guy.
It's me. That's my.
That's gonna be
that's
Bear's
my
turn, I
tagline.
believe.
Okay, I would like to walk up to the tower.
Oh, hang on. I'm just gonna roll for the wax staircase real fast to see how much how,
Oh, yeah,
how hard it was.
very important.
Unikinesis. Oh, I couldn't even save the
Oh,
wax.
the
circle.
wax slide is fine. The wax slide is still
Oh,
intact.
It's actually hardened from the fire.
Sure.
Same.
Your turn, Bear. What you got? Liminal.
Yeah, I'd like to
inducement.
walk up to the tower
What's liminal?
and
Okay.
and push it into the ethereal plane.
Oops. And push it. Oh, don't reveal this guy. He's got squirmy little legs.
I
You'd
would like to
put-
just make the entire tower like ghost form.
Is that what liminal is?
Liminal is like the space in between, so it's like it's going between worlds,
land's
it's opening
between.
gates, it's making things like ethereal.
The user can induce liminality or liminal states onto other beings.
All right. Let's see how that goes.
Forms. There's a
Not
picture of
one.
everything goes.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
If anything, you make the tower
I make
more
everything.
real.
I make everything
We-
except
we are the
me
liminal
ghost
space.
form, and I start falling through the ground.
Yeah, you
And
briefly.
Bear
You
is
actually. You could maybe you'll hop into the liminal plane ever so slightly. I don't know if I can make you transparent. I don't know if that's a thing I can actually do here. I don't think it is.
Should be.
I mean, are fireballs going to work on ghosts? Probably not. So you're probably fine.
Oh, no, a pat. Oh, oh, there's our
There we go.
ethereal boy. There he
Whoops.
is. All right.
Cool.
Uh,
I'm
would you like
gonna
to roll a
keep
new-
my power because I'd like to stop being a ghost.
that's probably a decent call. I
Nah, why would you
think-
do that?
That's Alex's go then.
Because
I
otherwise
believe.
I could never eat those nuts again.
It's true.
Mr. Wizard, let's
Ah,
have
what
a
do you want?
conversation about this.
Ah,
I want
already
to
had-
know what happened with Brshlthp and how we can put it right so you don't murder our friend.
Can you
Or at least
recreate
acquaintance.
a once-in-a-lifetime experiment? I don't think so.
I don't know.
It took me 50
I don't know.
years
What
of
is the
planning.
experiment?
But yes,
One
Alex.
football destroyed it all. He kicked it through my window, the little shit, and ruined my life's work.
Did I believe that he would have taken appropriate precautions and wouldn't
No,
have
I,
done it on
I
purpose.
just ran away. dude.
However,
I just ran away.
look, I'm trying to advocate for you. The least you can do is shut the fuck up.
Oh, I smashed
Um,
that. I smashed
anyway.
that potion real bad.
Anyway, I happen to have ran into a power of being able to help set up labs and like manipulate lab equipment, etc. So I'm sure that I can help out. I can fix the mistakes, and we can get back to you being able to do your once in a lifetime experiment.
Hang on. What's the law that I had for this encounter? Again? It was like,
There's law. Oh no.
no, I was like, how long ago
Because-
did this happen? This is the thing I hadn't considered. And it was like,
You can't.
Yesterday afternoon.
I don't know, man. Long enough ago, he's probably cleaned up.
is
You can't just recreate a lifetime's work in an afternoon. You know that's not possible.
Not with the levels of ability. Bear just looks
Not
the
with
best
that
trying to make
attitude.
himself ethereal on the webcam. Oh, it's very funny.
You can't recreate a lifetime's work in an afternoon. It's not possible. I've studied for years, my entire life, to create that potion.
try me.
Would you like to try?
Yes,
Sure. Now, this is his lifetime's work. So, like,
it
You're gonna
is.
Yeah, but you're not very good.
like,
Six.
like, yeah, it's like a 4 or better. No, no, like I think if you roll like above an 11, you can like fix the lab itself, just like the equipment. It's not gonna like bring back his experiments, but like the beakers will be repaired and the workshop and whatever. Anything that's been damaged in the process, you can fix. But the potion itself, you're gonna need like a 19 or a 20 to actually like get some work on. So,
This is the
Sure.
ability to create, shape, and manipulate medical laboratory equipment in like a supernatural way. We're talking about like
I-
spontaneous creation of test tubes and stuff
Yeah.
for the potion.
I'm
to use,
so
not like-
close to what you said that you might as well just give it to me.
I am gonna say that you can. You don't know what the experiment was, but you can recreate like the conditions up to the point of starting the experiment. Like you can create a lot of the ingredients, the like any like even the rare items that are required for it are available to him. He does have to start the process again at this point, but you have like set up his lab. He's like, oh, hang on, let me go and let me he disappears for like a minute to go and have a
Into his very real tower.
and he comes back and he's like, all right, that was pretty impressive, but the potion is still not there. The potion is still ruined, but
I
you
offer
have
him a
saved me a
Snickers
few
as
years of
well.
work gathering all the ingredients. I do appreciate it. You may pass. You may pass. You're cool. I'll just kill Brshlthp. It's fine.
Please don't kill Brshlthp. Have the Snickers instead. You're not you when you're hungry.
I love your style, but I think he's gonna do something, but he is like more amenable because that was a very good roll. He's
Thank you.
gonna like
More meaningful that if he secretly discovered that Brshlthp was his son all along, he would maybe not want to kill him anymore.
I'll tell you what. Here.
I'll get my butler to come and fetch Brshlthp, bring him inside so he can pay his penance, and you three can continue on your way. How's that?
We kind of want to get Brshlthp home because otherwise Brshlthp's
been
going
a
to
very
be killed
naughty
by his
boy.
parents,
This
and
guy's
that
ice
will
golem.
defeat the point of us trying to save his life.
Well, I mean, if he's gonna die either way, you may as well let me do it. I don't see the problem.
Oh my word! There's full black and white. Is your camera still there? Oh wow, that's incredible.
I do not know what's going on in Bear's End. He's
That's,
like
turned
him
off
going
his
quiet means he's having fun with the background
saturation or
manipulation
something.
thing.
It's definitely a setting to get that to work. So the
So,
ice
yeah,
golem is gonna like lumber towards Brshlthp, but he's not launched an
As a
attack
production
ability.
note, we've only got 5 minutes until we're forced to have an ad now.
Ah, fair enough.
Ooh.
All right, good shout.
And I'd like to change my power.
Oh yes, of course you can. Oh, of course you can. Gas aura.
Gas aura.
Whatever
You
that
can call me
means.
British Gas.
I think Bear had
That's
this power
spooky.
earlier, or tried to.
I think like cats and made it into a gas aura. Yeah.
No, the Wario.
I think that's Jamie's go.
Sure. We're firing ads, or do I do my go?
Do you go?
Okay, right. I've got the ability of family manipulation, right? Either
You do.
I'm going to make the wizard Fibblethup's father and not want to kill him, or make the ice golem Fibblethup's mother and want to protect him from the wizard.
Which one are you going with?
Wait. I think there's also applications list divorce inducement, so I can maybe get the ice golem and the wizard divorced.
What do you want to do?
I'm just trying to work out how to use family manipulation to make them want to leave Brshlthp safe and right. I'm going to use
Just make the wizard's parents never have existed.
I'm not sure if that's I'm manipulating family, not generating it. I don't know. Right. I'm going to make the wizard into Brshlthp's favorite family uncle, and who just wants to see Brshlthp get home safe using family manipulation. Good old Uncle Wiz.
Let's see how it goes.
Nice.
I like your style.
Well, I'm above the 50%.
You are above the 50-50. And so you know what? I'm going to say that works. And Uncle Wiz is like, oh, Brshlthp, what the hell are you doing here? When did you? Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that. I forgot myself. Oh, it's so ridiculous. Please come inside, have a drink. I mean, I'm still annoyed at you for kicking that football through my window, but these things happen. Kids will be kids. You know how it is.
Where's the door, by the way?
Oh, around the back. You can't see it from here.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to let you move on from this encounter if that's what you would like to do.
well,
I assume Bear would like
so
to save himself.
I've not been able to see or hear anything this whole time because my ears aren't in the same reality as
I'll let you
everything else. So
un-ethi-
I'm just walking. I'm walking up the tower. My whole plan was, now that I'm ethereal, try and ghost up the tower, just reappear behind him and push him off. And I don't know everything's been solved.
Oh, that might. Yeah, okay.
Oh, let's find out if I can go back to reality. Oh, looks like I'm back in reality. Oh, there goes gravity, bitch.
Suddenly, Bear appears behind the Uncle Wiz and pushes him off the tower.
Yeah, you just hear me. I just shout, snap back to reality. Oh, there goes as I push. I had this whole thing planned, and I don't know what's happened in the last minute and a half.
No, that solves that. All good.
Yeah, Brshlthp is devastated at the loss of his favorite uncle.
Uncle Wiz!
You bastard! What the
Oh, we
fuck?
came
Wait,
to
what?
Revelation.
What
That's not
happened?
related. Sorry,
Wait, undo that.
If any of you have
Oh,
undo
Make
power-
me
I don't know what my
uncle.
next power is, so I can't undo it.
Oh yeah, you said re-roll every time. I'll tell you what, if you happen to get
Yeah.
one that lets you like fix this in some way, planetary
Oh,
travel.
I don't mind it. We dealt with him. He's willing to murder someone over a broken potion.
Brshlthp is also sad now.
Oh.
And
If I
You
get
wasn't
around
your
it,
uncle
it'll
when
put
I
up.
fell through reality, dude.
We only discovered that recently.
Can't believe you do that to my Uncle Wiz.
It was pretty
All right.
funny, though,
Trying to
wasn't it?
kill you.
Yeah, but the song I was in, the song I did was sweet. It was time.
That's just Uncle Wiz. He tries to kill me all the time.
Alright, we need to run an ad.
Sure.
We're back in a few
Yeah,
minutes.
We
everybody.
really need to run an ad.
Hello, friends.
This
This is what
wiki.
anime's for, right?
Yeah, this
Like,
is
oh
this is
yeah, you
anime.
can kill even the unkillable.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
You could-
and then you get the super duper
Kill the
unkillable. It's like,
unkillable.
oh, I can't be
Row,
killed
row.
by the killing killer.
like yeah,
and then the
true
killing killer's
immortality
my-
or something. Yeah.
It's like,
Row,
oh, I
row,
have
fight the power.
double true immortality.
Well, that's why
Row,
you
row,
need
fire, flower.
absolute death.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's nigh absolute immortality, which is a lesser version of absolute immortality, which is not affected by it.
Alright.
Nigh, like you can kill someone with nigh absolute immortality, but not with absolute immortality.
This is a very
Bill
fun-
Nye,
Yes, Bill Nye,
Yeah,
absolute. Yeah,
absolute.
yeah.
Bill Nye, the
Immortal
Science
guy.
This is. I've not changed the order that these. I am skipping one, but I've not changed the order of these at all.
Yeah.
But the next thing that you guys have to deal with. Well, I mean, you know, let me give you the
Vulnerable to death magic.
So you're walking down the road. Terrain changes a little bit. You're in a dusty desert now. Wandering down this road. Brshlthp
Where the
insists on
hell
this
do you
about
live,
it.
Brshlthp?
Are you?
Wherever he wants.
I live in the city. As you wander over this way, you realise as you're coming up, he's like, hang on, this looks suspiciously like a dead end. But you do notice as you
Someone
get
did a
closer,
mountain in the way.
a big door exists in this
Oh.
mountain. How would you like to handle it?
Melon. No?
I like.
No? Okay.
It's very.
Worth a shot.
Let's give you a chance. Nat 20.
Watermelon.
No, I'm sorry.
Not one,
No.
baby!
sorry,
The
sorry.
Watcher in the Waters wakes up!
I
Sorry,
deserve that.
that doesn't work, Jamie. Well, perhaps.
That's worth a try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta try these things.
Any ideas? Wait, Brshlthp, do you live behind the door?
I never seen this thing before in my life.
I thought you knew where you were going.
Yeah, this is the way home. I came this way. I came through this way. I never came back this way.
And your plan
have
to
an
get
idea.
home
I have a
was...
theory.
Go the
Guys,
way I came, which was this way.
Oh.
But I
This-
wasn't.
This
big door.
door.
It was
looks
open when I
fake
came
as
late last
fuck.
time.
Sorry, looks
It
fake as
does,
fuck.
doesn't it?
This
It
door
it
looks
does
fake
look-
as fuck. I'm
yeah.
gonna try and grab the corner of this door and peel off this big sticker to show that the actual passageway is just behind it.
The person that made it left the stock image a watermark on it. So yeah, it's a sticker. You're right. Good point.
Yeah, it's almost feel like I just grabbed these from places rather than worrying too much about it.
Oh, that wasn't an attack on you. There's an attack on the god of the world.
Once again, I'll let this work on a nat 20. Oh, I'm sorry,
No,
buddy.
we've gone
Went
past it.
past it.
Well,
I'm sorry, buddy. You gotta try these things sometimes. You gotta try these things. How loud is the way?
I
So
have no
I
idea.
peel off a sticker of the door, and the door's still there, and now I have a.
Sure, you have a
the-
smaller copy of the door in your inventory.
Full size, please, please, full size.
No, it's a sticker. Well, okay, you have you. Well, look, I've only got so much space in your inventory, and it has to
All
go
right, yeah,
behind
it's rolled. I'll roll it up.
absolute death manipulation, whatever it's inducement. So yeah, big door.
The user possesses
good volume,
peak
that's good.
human slap attacks.
You do have peak human slap. Thanks for letting me know about the volume. I guess,
Can
like-
I just knock on the door?
You could re-roll your power if
You
you
can
want.
knock
I
on
guess.
the door.
You can knock
Oh,
on the
was
door.
me saying Mel on the end of my turn, or did it
I
not
mean,
count?
like, you guys can roll power. If you want to re-roll power, that's fine. Like, if you want that to be your turn, so you can re-roll, that's fine.
I mean,
Knock,
I'll-
knock.
I guess Bear's knocking on the door. I mean, I didn't really take a turn, but
It
also all I
echoes
could do is do what Bear's
vastly.
doing.
I say as I knock, knock, knock.
There's a heavyweight power slap champion.
Yeah, I
Wait,
did know
what?
there was a slap contest.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me based on what
Looks
I know is out
brutal.
there as contests in the world, but my brain just like didn't process that they would exist.
Yeah, so you've got the power of the best slap in the world, I guess. Right now.
Yeah,
Which could be, to do with timing and like poise and all that, not necessarily just
So-
power.
Does anybody
The
who has had a
example
turn
gives
want to
them-
re-roll their power?
yes, please.
Yeah, probably. But also, I was just wondering if anyone's gonna knock to my knock knock because I say knock knock.
Oh, it like there's you hear it echo like behind the door, but no one responds.
No one says who's there.
Right, I don't need to
Correct.
process the
Maybe a
fact that
very
the example
distant.
given
You
for
hear
human
back
slap
the way
is
you came,
Teen
a very
Wolf.
distant. Who's there?
Ash!
Ashu.
Oh, you silly Sphinx!
Oh,
Shut up.
correct. Oh, this one's for Bear.
How's the cookie business going?
Right,
Is
the
that a
current
riddle?
champion, the world slapping champion, has a 3-2 win-loss record.
That's pretty good.
I mean, you only
No, but
You only
a
do it-
3-2.
Presumably that's,
5.
at the World Champions, because like there are
Oh, maybe.
more
Yeah.
than 5 rounds. You trick hammer. Jamie, you have a trick hammer. Bear, you have esoteric.
Oh, that's
Field
much more like
projection.
it.
Field manipulation. I can
But
create a zone around, or I can project a zone of different rules.
Alex, you haven't had a turn yet.
Oh, you can
Ooh.
trick room.
I haven't.
Kill the door, Alex. Kill the door. Quick.
I mean, is it worth trying to absolute death the door? As in, like, turn the door into rotten wood or whatever.
It's more than
I
death.
assume you
induced.
just, like-
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. On like a 15, it becomes on a nat 20, it kills the door. On a 15 or higher,
Sure.
it rots the wood sufficiently.
Yeah.
And it may, like, on a 10,
By the
like
way-
11, it'll make things a bit easier anyway, just for, like, a bit of rot starting to set in. Sure, because, like, technically
Yeah, also,
wood...
has anyone
They
tried
can
just
kill.
opening the
Yeah.
door before we do all this shit?
Has anyone tried opening
No.
the door? Was that?
Don't be
Of
stupid.
course not.
It's huge. You can't reach that handle. Look how small you guys are in comparison. You can
Yeah, we
fit on
need a
this rope.
giant or something here.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh
you
yeah,
wanna
we
try
should
and
have been
jump for that?
recruiting everyone along the way. You're right.
I have unfortunately skipped an encounter where I thought you might recruit someone. I'll show you it later.
The giant comes running after us. Is like, I'm sorry, I was hooked it, guys. I've rethought everything.
Nah, you still have an existential crisis on that nat 20.
Oh yeah, good.
No, he didn't make it over the bridge.
I think it was only a 17 that gave him.
Oh, was it? Ah, fair enough. Whatever. You rolled
Yeah,
a couple
yeah.
nat 20s.
Do I
Yeah, on
Would you
cookies.
like
do I
to roll
baby.
your
roll my
power?
power?
Yeah, you've made some door stuff easier. The rots a little bit, but it's already technically dead, so it's like it's rolls are a little bit easier.
Just having the absolute death is pretty fun. But yeah, I'm gonna reroll my power. Why not?
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'm just gonna tell you the encounter that I skipped that would have been between these two was just a horde of skeletons, which would have been very funny to have absolute death in. Oh, why did I roll that? Sorry, I was like thinking one
What?
thing, doing a different thing.
Yeah,
You're
we
trying to
were
roll
just
for
like
new power.
You're right. I pressed the wrong button. What?
Yep.
create
So I
things with a
transcended.
past and a
This is-
future.
You could just
Sure,
In the future, please
create
leave a
things.
Also in the past.
Things
But
that
they
have
also have a
already
past-
existed.
Yeah, you create
Yeah.
things, but you insert them into the world as something that existed and exists,
Yeah.
not just a new
We-
thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
must
we've
have been
always
able to
had
have
this-
happened, I guess, in some
yeah,
way.
yeah. It's like most of the magic that I
Yeah.
do in real life.
Yes. Anyway.
Right. Anyway, hello.
Sure.
I'd like to try something with my hammer.
Okay.
I have a trick hammer with a bunch of functions, right? And do you know
Apparently.
what one of the functions of a hammer is? It's the
To hit nails?
Knocking
it's
on
the
doors.
teeth. It's the teeth on the back that pull nails
the
out.
teeth.
The claw.
Okay.
Claw. Thank you. I forgot the word. It's the claw on the
So
back that
what's
pulls
your
nails out.
plan? Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna pull the nails out the door and make it fall off the hinges.
Oh, yeah, okay, alright.
It's a trick hammer. It's telescopic.
I like that. Alex has made this a little bit easier for you as well, so we're going to say, like, on a 9,
Yeah, the wood's a bit run.
you
Yeah.
can start to pull out some of these hinges.
It's a trick hammer, so it can. No, I'm. When it's important, I roll 2.
I'm so
When
sorry.
it's not important, we.
Sure.
I'm so sorry, Jamie.
Oh well.
That does not succeed.
I
Would you-
succeed, and the door just falls on us instead.
Would you like to
Wait,
roll a
no.
new... No, you're not going to see that way. Would you like
Yes.
to roll a new power?
Yes,
Would you like to roll on the D20
Oh,
wheel just for fun?
no, yeah, we're adding it to roll. Oh, perfect. Yep.
So yeah, you got that one there. So your new power is going to be...
And
Well, hang on,
what-
let me actually get that. Hooray. So your new power is going to be a nat 1 worthy. Oh god, I'm just pressing the wrong buttons.
The power to perform any and all kinds of actions.
Superior act... What?
Can just do anything. That's
Technical
within
Just
the
going
movement
Super
reasonable.
Saiyan is the picture.
Not to be confused with unrestricted movement.
Yeah, this is
Don't-
this is
don't
like
get
you
that
can just-
confused.
you can just execute any action. Like you can just do anything.
Well, it's not
Correctly.
everyone always has it, right? But it's like Kirby's got it because he can copy things.
Right.
That's like the example they're using.
The list of applications is very long.
I can imagine. That's why I haven't... That's why I was like, we're not looking further into the wiki if we can avoid it. Was my...
Yeah, I just like scrolling down to see what else it
Yeah.
says, and yeah.
Alright, what are you other two doing? While this shenanigans are happening.
I know what I'm doing.
Great, what are you doing?
Behold, reality is fucked! And I use my power of esoteric field projection to extend out from me a field that completely inverts the rules of reality. I would like for each of us to take a turn for Eddie, where we GM Eddie trying to open this door, and Eddie rolls a power each turn.
What?
I don't know if you're about to get vetoed. Or
Reality becomes inverted. Eddie, you're taking a turn as a player. Roll yourself a power, baby. The three of us phase from existence, and you come in to gain a power to try and open this door.
I'm going to allow this on an 11. But just for this encounter, specifically.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is a one-time thing. Roll.
I'm gonna get-
Get
Well,
your
it wasn't
power.
flipping Brshlthp with us. It was flipping Eddie with us.
You specifically said, alright. Here I am.
There's Eddie.
Wow.
All
I'm
right,
not
so
gonna
I'm
bu-
GMing
Eddie himself.
the turn you have with your power.
Alright, great. So I'm going to get a power. I'm not going to bother adding me to this. I'm not going to add too much
Yeah,
admin
that's fine.
here.
That's fine.
I get a motion object. To obtain
What does
emotional
that mean?
powers through objects. Okay, I would like to
Okay.
place my hand upon the door
Yeah,
and understand what
you're
emotion
trying to get
it's
a you're trying to get a
currently-
feel for the door. Okay, roll
I am.
roll for me.
Yeah, okay. Is that pretty much what the power do?
That's what I do now.
Okay,
Okay.
so you do feel the emotions of the door, but this is a really ancient door. It's had a lot of things happen to it. You're kind of overwhelmed with the power, so it might take you some time to process this.
Okay, that's fine,
Alex,
that's
your
fine.
turn to GM for Eddie's next power.
Yeah, I'll roll a new power at the end of my turn.
Okay, Eddie, roll a new power at the end of your turn, please.
Yeah, I will. Higher dimensional manipulation. Higher dimensional space
Right.
and time.
That would be
Okay.
handy for one of us.
Great. So, obviously, thanks to the fourth dimension or something, there's I can just go around the door now. That's how the fourth dimension works. I can just go around in the fourth dimension to be on the
The
other
fourth
side of the door.
dimension is time, so you can just like go to a time when the door doesn't
The
exist and
fourth
walk through
dimension
it,
is
right?
time if that's your interpretation of it. It's not strictly. Technically, it's a physical
Depends.
You can
space.
label-
Depends. It could be any of
You
the-
can label them in whichever order you want, surely.
Sure.
Time,
I would like to use
left,
the fourth dimension to
up,
simply walk
eat.
around the door and be inside, on the other side of of this cliff as a result.
Alex, how well does that work?
Do you want me to roll for it?
Can you
Well,
roll?
if you could roll for it.
Great, I'll roll for it. I'll roll for it.
Because it might be you might not be used to manipulating this. So.
How good's a 10?
Okay. So just quickly again, what were you trying to do?
I was trying to use the fourth dimension
It-
in which the door. I can just simply walk around the door in the
Just
fourth
bypass
dimension.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, when
Oh,
you
no.
try and walk through the door in the fourth dimension, you're tapped on the shoulder slightly, and
Oh.
the fourth dimensional beast says, "Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?"
I'm just going.
And you've been stopped by the fourth dimensional beast, who then folds back into the third dimension and is existing in front of the door now.
Jamie.
Wait,
get
there's
DMing.
a beast here now.
Okay, Eddie, what's your power for
There's
my
the fourth
turn?
dimensional beast. Yeah, but the fourth dimensional beast has been folded into the third dimension.
Just another Sphinx.
Oh, I'm using this as a fourth dimensional beast because I ain't got better right now.
Grab the giant and stick his head on it. They're kind of similar. They are kind of similar in shape.
Oh, because I've cropped this in such a stupid way. This doesn't.
That's perfect. That's why I thought it would work.
There you go.
Right, Eddie, what power you got for my turn?
I forget what the group combo is. Just Control Alt G. Let's find out because I would love to roll a new power.
Yeah, good.
Look, I'm really hoping that you solve the door on Jamie's turn so that when reality goes back to normal, the door's just open. Instead of there just being this fourth dimensional beast here.
Well, you shouldn't have rolled a
Bring
10,
us
should
out
you?
of dimensional or time travel. Okay. I'd like to
Oh,
make the
yeah.
I'd like to make the
You just-
argument that the esoteric field, whatever it was, is
You're
actually a
just negating my
dimensional rift,
power.
and I'm gonna swap you back into this dimension.
Okay, so we get to finish your turn with that power. So I swap
I'm-
you back into the.
Huh?
I'm GMing this one.
Jamie's
I'm GMing
technically
this one.
GMing this. I hope he's gonna
Yeah,
allow
yeah,
it.
yeah.
However, as this works, Eddie takes the fourth dimensional beast with him, who joins him as a GM.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, great. Me and the fourth
Well,
dimensional
you have to
beast
share
are
your
GMing
turns
now.
with the fourth dimensional beast now, Eddie.
Great. Well, thankfully, the fourth dimensional beast leaves. Oh, hang on, I can just hit undo enough times to get you guys back. I
No,
shouldn't
I
have
don't.
done that. There you go.
Right,
And you
we're
guys are
back.
No,
Alright.
I'm here. I'm actually here, guys.
Now that was
I'm-
technically the end of Bear's Go. Would you like a new power?
Yes, I would, please.
Great, because if you said no, I was going to force you to take a new
Oh,
power.
really?
Canema, what? The power to use ability?
Just switch the N and the M for me. Just switch the M and N and the M.
You
for
want
me.
Kamina?
okay.
Let me read what this actually is.
Something about lizards.
It's a lizard folk
Okay.
were reptile thing.
Something about Teen Wolf, apparently.
From Teen Wolf. The slap example given was from Teen Wolf. It was from Teen Wolf slapping the alpha back awake.
Oh, well. I don't remember what the turn order was, so who would like to go next?
I think it's me.
Alex. next.
Sure.
Yeah.
And all
Okay,
I
great.
need to do is to have created the key that obviously was forged quite a while ago in the Forge of the Giants, back through history, and it just appears in my hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give you a 50-50 shot of this working.
We
That was
still
close.
we still need to like climb the door to get there.
Don't
but,
worry,
like,
I'm really good at climbing.
Sure. At the last moment before you do this, you remember that because you need the time of the past and future to make sense, it can't just appear in your hand, and you sneak it behind a rock in the past, or someone puts it behind the rock as like under the doormat style.
I see. Yeah.
And so you go round the rock, find the key, and now you have the key to the door. The keyhole is a little
Oh,
high up,
yeah.
but you do have the key to unlock it if you can get there. Would you like to roll a new
Well-
power?
Of course.
Great. Here's your... Oops, no, don't click it. Oh, don't do what I just did. Or do... Oh, come on. There we go.
I like
Okay.
that because you earned me. There's a few seconds before I try and do my thing of like sucking the field back into me, of turning reality back to normal, and it's already done.
Sucking the field back in. It was a breath weapon.
Oil breath.
Speaking of breath weapons.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. Right. I believe the thing's referencing Naruto on the from that brief clip of the other thing I saw. Right. Well,
Oh god.
yes, it is. There we go.
Horrible.
Um,
All right, Jamie, you've got
Right, hello.
superior activity.
I'm right. I can just do things well, like physical. I can just do activities well, including pole vaulting with the giant key up and then swinging it over my head and putting it in the lock and turning it perfectly, one motion, no rolls needed. I can just perform any action. Boom, perform the action. Done.
I'll tell you what, I love your argument. I'll let it succeed on a 7 or higher. How's that?
Okay, sure, I'll take it.
Watch him
I
roll
love
a
your
2.
style.
It's
Yeah.
a 2, baby. Oh, so close to being a 2.
Jamie, you fucking nailed it, dude. You're absolutely...
Yeah.
Congratulations. Great,
Oh, and then
great job.
and then after
Sweet.
I land on the ground, I re-roll my power.
Can
Right
we
after-
open the door easily now that it's
The
on?
door does just swing open as a result. Oops. Swing open
Sweet.
as a result.
Oh, shit! I told you it was a sticker.
And as
Oh,
I'm
it's
going to
just
let you
behind
guys
the
pass
screen.
on to the next encounter without, and we'll re-roll for the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
one.
I'm just gonna use my Kanima thing to go into a cocoon, and I emerge with a new power.
Oh, for the next encounter,
Oh.
sure. Yeah.
Sure. Fair enough.
Just reading about what they do because I've never heard of that before.
Okie dokie. Let's, you know
I
what,
don't think I
let's
know
do
anyone
this.
who was into Teen Wolf.
So you guys, after you pass through the cliff, through the mountain, you emerge.
Secret tunnel.
Come on. In a nice little neighborhood. And Brshlthp's
Oh.
like,
we're great. We're making it. We're nearly home. It's just over here.
Random suburb.
a random suburb
I love
indeed.
a random suburb.
And Brshlthp takes
Ah.
you to a quiet little house. And as you approach,
A quiet little street.
yeah, as you approach the, it's starting to get a bit dark, and you know there's some activity going on inside the house. And Brshlthp's like, "Oh no, my parents are already home. I'm supposed to be in bed by now. It's been my curfew. I was trying to be back before they got back, but now they're here. You guys are gonna sneak me up to my bedroom without them seeing me." And your final challenge is to sneak
What tools do
Brshlthp
we have?
up into his bedroom without his parents seeing him. And the tools you have to do
Okay.
so, including fucking
9% of those are a giant door sticker.
Alex, you have
Tube protrusions.
2 protrusion.
Oh god, it's that Win
Tube
Stupid
superpower.
Prizes episode all over again.
I,
Would you, mate,
I
hey, Alex,
have
you have more or
two.
fewer tubes?
Apparently you can generate tubes, baby. It's not
Uh,
just
Fair,
how
Okay, you're a
already.
fairy?
You have the
What's that?
abilities of
Okay, I need to
allowment.
You're a
What
fairy,
Lauma
you're a
means.
fairy from Baltic folklore.
Yeah, I'll believe you if you tell me what powers they have. I'm not gonna look it up myself.
Wait, I can already
Jamie-
see what mine is in that tab at the top.
You have area.
Oh, they were divided. They chose to give up some of their.
What?
Ah, what do you mean your
What?
bedroom? What do you mean your bedroom? It's my bedroom.
Oh my. Oh
Okay.
god.
Sure.
Well, as night falls. Oh wait, hang on. As night falls, what would you guys like to do?
I don't. How bold is making it my bedroom? How bold is that?
I don't know. Try it.
The
On my
power to gain
house and be
complete
like,
control
oh,
of
you can. I can just
ev-
let you in. 'cause
anything,
I-
everything within
wait,
the area of one's choosing.
You just evict. You just evict Brshlthp's parents.
wait. I have right. No, I have. Okay, my power is. Like I have complete control of a domain, area
Let me just put
choosing,
back the
person
slide
obeying.
when it
I'm
pulls.
gonna claim the suburb with my power, and they go,
Okay.
and then we're gonna make it all Brshlthp's bedroom, so he can sleep wherever he wants.
We're gonna find
Let's
out
be
how
like,
much.
"Hey."
Hang on.
Yeah,
A
but if
bedroom
it's
still
yours,
has
how can it be
meaning, though,
Brshlthp's
right?
bedroom?
Because I can own a house that someone else has a bedroom in.
But a bedroom still
Hmm.
has meaning, so you could make any bedroom his bedroom. I think that would be fine.
Oh,
but I don't
okay.
think you can make the entire street. Like, people don't just sleep on the street. You don't have the ability to change
Okay,
what
good.
people
Okay, no, you
perceive
have
as
a good
bedroom.
point. We'll refine this. I'm claiming the whole suburb, and we're going to find a
Okay.
house that's currently not got anyone in it and make it his bedroom.
We are
in
going to
their bedroom.
roll for how much people respect your authority.
Yeah. Or whether they even know. You're just like, yes,
Or
this
whether
is
they
mine on
even
a
know.
spiritual level.
The other option
Okay,
was evicting
alright.
his parents. But,
There's enough, like, there is an agreement that this is a true fact, that this suburb does, in fact, belong to you, and you
Yep.
could come in and, like, claim things, but there is also an understanding that you will respect people's property boundaries, and, like,
Oh,
the fact
okay.
that you've allowed people to live here. There's a mutual understanding that you're not just going to kick people out, and that's why the suburb can still function as a suburb.
You're right. There is a mutual understanding. That's why I wouldn't let people enforce unfair curfews on their children.
Oh, interesting theory, but you might have to wait till your next turn to do that, so in the meantime...
Oh
would you
yeah,
like
well
to
I just
roll a new
lost the power, so
You gonna roll a new one?
yeah.
Alright.
I own the suburb now. That's easy.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Suburb. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, you own that. That's fine. You get like deformation, which is
Change
not-
the point about using light.
He's
It's just a
not-
reflection of what happened
Is this-
earlier.
Is this the same the one that
No,
we
no,
had
you
earlier,
can
or
break.
not
You
quite?
can go back and fix the bridge. That you can take apart the bridge we left there. There's a stain upon the landscape.
Is this
You
the
can
same one we had
deform it.
earlier, or not quite?
No, it's not. It's not the same entry, even though it probably leads to basically the same set of.
I'm gonna scroll back in my history and find out.
It was.
So I have like manipulation.
It was like manipulation, I think.
You got it quite early, right?
Yeah, it was like
Maybe
in
it
the
wasn't
first
like
batch.
manipulation. It was like something.
Oh, why is it not here? That's
Press
odd.
Control H in your browser, Eddie.
I have, and I've got Cosmic Wish and Aversion Detection, and nothing between the two. What's happened? How has
Let
that
me look at
happened?
mine.
How is that possible?
Light. No, I did have light deformation.
All right, we're gonna give you. A
Oh,
new
you
one
had
then.
light deformation. Oh, okay.
We're gonna give you a new one for the sake of not having the same thing. Keep it exciting.
Yep.
Change
I
the
didn't-
properties of matter using light.
I figured
Yeah.
this might happen, but I was also like, there's so many things on here. The odds of it happening are fairly small. Instead, you get
I could just create the elemental.
The cast of Inside
true.
Out.
you can create
Oh,
an
you're that. Yeah. Sure.
input
You
empathic.
get a deal with
creature.
Disney to make Inside Out 3. Live action. Live action Inside Out. You just create the emotions.
God damn.
That's without the need for
God
CG.
damn.
We don't need to
Okay.
pay actors anymore. We can just
Wow.
create them.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm keeping that power, I guess.
The other two of you, you haven't taken a turn so far, have you?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've been reading
I
a
have-
little bit about
Yeah,
what Llama do.
Uh-huh.
sure.
So, a llama was a divine creature, but loved the human world so much they gave up part of their divinity to walk among the world.
Of course
They have
did.
some powers like turning into animals and stuff, and they have a big fondness for children as well. So, I'm gonna knock on the door, transformed into like a brushwag,
Okay.
out
Yeah.
of sight of the others.
Wait, you're gonna leave these two
I'm gonna knock on the
sight?
parents' doors where, yeah, I don't want those guys to be seen. I'm just gonna go up on my own and say, stay out of sight, guys.
Okay. So you're gonna like ask these guys to like hide around the corner.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna go knock on the door, and I'm gonna wait till they
You're
show
gonna, like wander around.
transforming between bears and brushwags and stuff, and I'm gonna be like, oh, ho, ho, I love mortals, and I hope no one's kids are
Okay.
being stolen right now by
Let me
me.
just grab this picture real fast. So you look like this
And
now.
so I just, yeah, yeah, and then I just do that and sort of dance away out of the corner. So even if like Brshlthp happens to get caught, there's some like, I'm just giving an excuse of like, oh, there's a llama in the region that could have killed me, and I had to come back out.
Hang on, you look like a brushwag, but you're using that as a
I'm transforming between brushwag and like other animals
okay.
and bears and stuff.
He's trying to be obviously fey.
I'm being an obvious fae in the area,
Yeah.
being like, oh, hope there's no kidnapping of children here. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Right. Okay.
He's trying
okay,
to
sure.
run interference and give Brshlthp an
Yeah,
excuse
yeah.
for being out.
Okay, let's see how tricked by that his parents are, I guess.
Let's see whether I figured out how to transform
have-
it all yet. Oh, yes!
Okay, all right, fair enough. That's a great.
Apparently they
roll.
also sing, so I'm literally just being myself. I'm just making up a spot about kidnapping kids.
You hear from inside. Oh god, honey, there's a creature. We better go check on our son. We better go check on our boy.
But also, the kidnapping's harmless. It's just a funny prank.
Wow.
And they're like,
okay.
Quick, alright, you go check on him. I'll wait here. I'm sure
Look,
he's
I got
fine.
you,
He's been
dude.
inside all night.
You have convinced
Yeah, I'm rolling
Fribblethip
again. Yeah.
to go and check on Brshlthp's bedroom.
I pirouette out of their vision around the corner, transform into back to
Okay.
normal and get new power.
Okay, all right. Oh, I deleted your whole deal.
My whole face.
This is going great.
Okay,
You're giving an excuse for being kidnapped, but it's us at fault, I guess.
yeah. So
Yeah, we're just
you've
like, oh, we
sort of
found
created a
a
bit of a like.
creature kidnapping this guy. We brought him home.
Instead, you become me. You get divided vision
Divided vision. Yeah, but between what?
between two things. Like I can look at two things at once.
Yeah. But maybe
Yes.
I can look at more than two things at once.
Wiki really needs to figure out how granular it wants to be on things.
I know, right? Split sight. That's what I've got, basically. You can see in various locations. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
multiple places at once.
It's just it's just what I do.
Because I'm looking much like a screen split into 4 mini screens in multiplayer in a video game.
Okay, it's not quite like that one
Sure.
I've got. My eyes aren't that separate.
Just one of my, just part of my vision is stuck in the wizard's tower in the wall there.
You see back in your ethereal space. Okay, so what? On the one hand, you have plausible deniability. On the other hand, they are checking on Brshlthp's bedroom.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, but obviously he's been kidnapped by the Fae, so we just walk him up to the door and like, hey, we rescued this guy.
Well, it's Alex. It is your turn. With your
Yeah, I don't.
tube
I-
protrusion.
I have a tube power.
You do.
I don't
Yeah.
necessarily know unless I'm selling people hose pipes. Like I'm not sure.
You
Alex,
have got
Alex,
some
what
you're
weird
thinking-
ones.
No door-to-door
Alex, what-
sales. No door-to-door salespeople
what
in my
might I
suburb.
refer
Sorry.
to as the tube on a daily basis?
A reverse slide.
You're right. You're right. An underground tunnel from my
Protrusion
guess-
specifically from one's body. I will point out.
Yes,
Yeah,
they have
yeah,
to come
From
out of you.
Alex's
So I
body
can-
to under the house,
can
there's
create-
now a tube station.
you know, it's
Oh,
almost
God.
as useful as the Waterloo and City line.
Then you
That
eat
did have a
Brshlthp
purpose
and
once
just
upon a
send him
time.
home.
Yeah, it gets people from Waterloo to the city.
True. Literally,
What
it
else do you
does.
need? I'm sorry,
Waterloo
I
in the city.
am floundering here for things to do.
It is a weird
So
power.
I might aim. Jamie, you're going to create an empathic creature.
No,
aren't you?
no, I'm letting you solve this.
You're letting me solve this. Okay, fine.
Use
Look,
your
so make a
Um,
reverse slide, like a
Use your
water
tubes.
slide.
Use the tubes.
I am going to fake kidnap Brshlthp with my tubes, and then make an obvious noise, and hope that Brshlthp's parents are like, "Oh no, you were the one that kidnapped my Brshlthp, but now
Oh, I'm not.
now
I'm
we've got
standing
it back,
real far away from Alex while they
and
do this.
and he's safe." So-
you move over here with Bear.
My goal is to give Brshlthp cover by pretending I was the one that kidnapped Brshlthp with my tubular capturing device, and Brshlthp is now so happy to be back with Brshlthp's parents that Brshlthp's parents don't get mad at him for being away.
Kidnapped.
This is
I'm
a
gonna-
a rock solid plan.
What I'm gonna roll for here is how good Brshlthp's acting is.
Yes, I think that's wise.
I think that is the
Sounds
the
legit.
part of the plan that you
Go on.
can't control. Because if he sells it, he's in a great place. If it seems fake as hell, who knows?
Does Bear's story help?
Okay, Brshlthp. Yeah, that's a good point. They are primed for that. You know what? Brshlthp sells it pretty well. He's like, oh, yo, I've been kidnapped by this tube guy, and whilst hang on, let's get these guys back out. As Bubblethip heads upstairs, the brushwag, his mom, comes bursting out the front door.
Brushwag.
As his mom brushwag comes bursting out the door. Like, get your hands off my son! She starts running you down.
No, no,
Get
I
your tubes
drop
off my
Brshlthp
son.
in a panicked haste, and I run to the London Underground station that's next door. And
Oh, would you like to roll an impact into your turn?
oh, absolutely.
Okay. Let's see what you get instead of tube manipulation. Charity impact to gain strength from charity.
Oh yeah.
Opposite of thievery empowerment.
Greed and power. Yeah.
I'm going to.
It's a funny wiki.
Red Nose Day is going to be so good for me.
Start
Oh,
floating and glowing the moment any of Red Nose Day or children.
So you
need
release
happen.
Brshlthp. Brshlthp's gonna come downstairs as well. I think technically that's Bear's go. Counter's not quite over. What have you got? Divided
I'm
vision.
just gonna spy on Fibblethip.
What?
Gonna see inside the house and see what Fibblethip's up to.
He's coming to the front door. He's like
Okay,
Cow-
I'm just gonna snoop around their house with my vision.
Which
great. Are you looking for anything in particular?
No.
All right, fair enough. I'll say you've got like a decent idea of the general layout of their house. Like, I'm not going to give you
Sure.
more specifics than that right now,
Yeah,
but if you
give
ask,
me a
I
new
might.
power. Oh, you know what? I'll give him this. I'll give him the sticker as well. I'll say here. Here's a big door sticker in case you want to decorate.
just slap it on the wall.
Sure. They have a big door sticker kicking around now. They have a
Hey, I heard there was some kidnapping happening in the neighborhood. Trick
What looks-
kidnappers into walking into a wall. Use this
Like
big door sticker.
what looks like a second entrance but isn't. Sure, you go up to their house and put it on their house. I'm not quite sure how the sticker works. Sure.
Yeah.
Fubblethip's just like there in the
Which
doorway, like, what are you doing there? What,
The thing
what's
about
going on?
Fibblethip is now that there's a new door here, he's gonna get lost again.
He's gonna get lost. It's not a real door.
It
Jamie, I
doesn't take much.
guess that's your turn. Oh, you get a new power.
We
Bear,
solved
sorry.
everything, right?
Yeah,
You wanted a new power, right? You can get dream power.
Cool.
Power to wield the
we
powers
solved
of
everything, right?
dreams. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, sorta. Brshlthp, sorry,
Right?
Brushwag appears to be running down Alex right now.
Yeah, that seems fine.
All right, fair enough.
Right, okay. I should use my power to do something, though, shouldn't I? Yeah.
You can if
okay.
you want.
Right. Yeah.
What do you wanna
Okay.
do?
Right. Well, I can create empathic creatures, right?
You can, and you own the suburb.
Yeah, and but being the emotional energy, they can take lots of different shapes and forms. Is what the thing does. The cover image for it was the emotional beings that power the different lanterns in DC, whatever, like the Green Lanterns and the Blue Lanterns, whatever.
Yep.
I don't know if this setting we exist in has a god or not. So I would like to create God, please.
Well, when you put it like that.
Yes, I would like to create
What emotion is
the
God?
ideal. I want to go for the ideal version of God, the sort of the loving. Well, not. I don't want the one that like the twisted by hatred of people. I want the loving one, the forgiving one, I'm creating the Judeo-Christian God.
No, I know what you mean. I think the closest thing that I have to God on hand
Oh.
It's the giant with the
is
head.
probably the Sphinx again.
And I don't mean specifically here. I mean for the. I'm just going to create it for this world.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. There we go.
Sphinx in the sky.
To look after Brshlthp and Thurblethp and the Brushwag in their lives. Look after all the people who live in my suburb to keep them safe. To love them, forgive them of their sins.
As long as they answer my riddles 3.
Yeah, that works. That's a
Only
fun
things
twist on the
created
thing.
in
Yeah.
my- Oh, my cookie business is going to absolutely boom now.
Yeah.
The Judeo-Christian God absolutely loves capitalism, and I'm the holiest cookie business of them all.
I said the good one. The ideal form of. I would
Yeah,
hope
but
to be the
who's
emotion I'm
good?
using here.
Who's good?
Maybe
The good they
love.
define, or the?
A riddle's not the ultimate paragon of good.
Also, I seem to have accidentally subconsciously created it in the image of the manager of the shop who really likes the dough. So,
Look, I'm working with what I got on hand,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
Which is a lot of dough, a big pyramid of dough, ever
Would
growing.
you
now.
like to roll a new power?
Ever doing.
I mean, I was hoping that we'd solved everything, and this is the power we got to keep at the end of the thing where you told us we had to keep
Well,
our powers. But you know, we've solved everything, right? Right?
I mean,
right?
you can keep
My
your power if
answer's
you want.
always yes.
So roll a new power?
Yeah, I guess. I guess I can't create more gods.
Oh,
I can just-
see. You were like empathetic creature creation
Wait.
rather than.
The power to evolve naturally as one ages.
Put into different. If you, it's like the squiddling.
It sounds like you have the power of
Inkling.
aging.
You can
Yeah.
upgrade. Yeah, but you upgrade as you
Yeah, but
age.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like.
I'm gonna grow cat ears.
Don't get an evolutionary
Jamie
biologist.
becomes
they
more
will
and more
hate it.
adapted to the environment he's in as he ages.
More and more adapted to playing.
Great.
My hands become auto shuffling.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
living in a house full of magic cards, so
You
just
get a
end
dual
up with,
disc
like,
system on your arm.
I think this is Alex's turn.
yeah.
Brushwag
Instead of having
appears to just be like running you down.
Sure.
Oh, I should really help you, shouldn't I? Oh
You
well.
have charity
Luck.
empowerment. You gain strength
I have charity empowerment.
from charity.
I did just create a very charitable being. Did it make Alex more powerful?
Well, also, Alex is currently putting themselves at risk as a good act, so might just be able to tank this anyway.
Why should I tank this anyway? I mean, what do you want to do, Alex?
Yeah. Tank this apparently.
Just go for the hug. You just go for the hug of this giant porcupine monster that's
Yeah,
getting bigger as it
I'm gonna
runs
be
at you.
like. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. It all went a bit out of hand, and you forgive me.
I didn't know what I was doing until God existed.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay, all right,
sorry
that's
I
a
have
good point.
morals.
That's a good point. I'm gonna say this.
Now that God definitively and unquestionably exists for all of us, I've realized the error of my ways.
I didn't
Yeah.
have morals until there was definitely a reason for why I should.
All right, because of the other things that have happened, I'm gonna say on an 8+. This is gonna karma completely.
Sure.
That's a real
that's
shame. I
not
was
very
hoping that was a nat 20. What a way to end it that would have been.
Okay.
I'm gonna say she hesitates, but she's not convinced by your argument. She's like, "No, my son was screaming. No, my son was screaming. You kidnapped him." But she does hesitate.
He's just such a good actor.
Hesitates enough
And I'm
to
gonna
like.
take the next power.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do.
I'm assuming I'm
apologise.
taking the next power.
Yeah, may as well. Because I think Brushwag's about to body you. Adventure embodiment.
Be a good
Oh,
man.
I am.
The state of
I am
being
the state of adventure.
Opposite
That's
of
pretty
fear
sick.
embodiment.
Hell yeah. Can we swap?
You have been
Variation
on
of
an
courage
adventure.
and genre. What?
I'm gonna say that Brushwag has to roll a 12 or higher to hit you.
Sure.
As they
can take
oh
it.
my word, I picked the perfect number for you.
I can
Okay.
tank it.
Yeah,
They,
adventure
tank
time.
it. You get hit and you just say adventure.
You
Just-
do a little sidestep
Adventure.
adventure, and they like barrel right past you. Oops, they barrel right past you,
Oh.
but they're still mad. Currently,
Yeah.
I would be
Fumblethip
too, to be fair.
is gonna disappear into the house and reappear
Get lost.
next to their son.
Yep, he's good at that. He's good at that.
And be like, oh, it's okay, I've got you, boy. It'll be all right. Let's go back inside.
I never expected Brshlthp to actually be the child of Fumblethip and a Brushwag. I always thought it was some weird genetic anomaly we'd created.
I thought it would be a
But
fun
no.
little
It was
addition to
Eddie.
the
It was literally
Hexagorgon
just
lore.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Brushwag is currently running.
Yes.
You know, in dreams,
is
when you can
spinning
just
around.
sometimes you're running in a dream, and then
Yeah.
you can just sort of push yourself off the ground and just start those big looping flights.
Oh, sure.
That's just like you're
No.
always feel like you're about to come back into the ground, but then you can just sort of lean yourself away from it and like again.
Oh. Okay, it's not quite my
So I'm
experience in
gonna-
dream flight, but I understand what you mean.
Sometimes, yeah. So anyway, Brushwag starts flying like that, and just I'm gonna try and lean into the joy of flying, and midair, as Brushwag's just like doing a loop, I'm gonna appear next to Brushwag also doing a loop, and just be like a friendly, just appearing. Mood is different, just like whoa, and just try and
Okay.
shift the mood to positive using the fact
Sure.
that you can't really track what's going on when you're basically AI hallucinating in a dream.
I'm gonna say that the power works, but Brushwag's response to it is what I'm gonna roll for here.
Yeah. I'm trying to use the flight to like make it
Yeah,
feel
so
like a dream. to make
you
them
want a
more-
high roll here.
Yeah. I always want a high roll.
Yeah, you do.
It's a 3, baby. Push it a little further. Nudge it a little more.
We've hit either side of the 20. You've given Brushwag the ability to like bounce around a bit more efficiently, is what you've done here, effectively. But
Oh no!
she's still
Can't
like,
can't hit the ground. Can't hit the ground.
but she's still like that. They kidnapped my son, and is still going
She
after
can swoop.
Alex.
She can hit people at head height, but she can't quite. Anytime she's about to crash into the ground, she veers up away from
Yeah,
it
that
again.
sounds less dangerous, hitting people at head height. You're right.
I didn't say less dangerous.
Would you like to roll a new power?
Yeah. This would have been really useful if they'd gone inside and gone to bed, and I could have said everything prospectively.
You get evading mastery.
Yes,
really
I've
good.
just
Thank
made
you.
her absolutely just like now I can't be hit by her as she loops around through the sky.
Yes, as she's charging at Alex. What a great roll this would have been for Alex.
yeah, it's fine. I'm a master. I can shout "Dodge it, Alex" to Alex, and they'll
Oh,
dodge it every
that's
time I
true,
shout
but
it.
You are an evasion master. You would know.
Yeah.
I learned
Uh,
it from watching any episode of Pokemon.
Fair enough. Jamie, you're still here.
Hello. Right. Well, it turns out we've come back really late, right? It's got dark.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this has
so
gone on for a
old.
while. So it's ticked over midnight to the next day, and I've hit the exact right age boundary in years and days to get my next stage of my evolution through metamorphosis.
Oh, great. That's good for you.
Yeah. And I
You
evolve
turn
into a
a
Snorlax.
Brushwag or a
Evolve
or
into a
homunculus and
Snorlax.
live in the-
Yeah, I was a
Who doesn't-
Munchlax all along, it turns out, under this costume. I evolve into a Snorlax.
and just move into the neighborhood and forget the adventure.
Dang it.
You get fat and sleepy.
What's the like most Snorlax like Pokemon that isn't Snorlax?
A giant
Ditto.
panda.
No, I've got it.
It's Ditto.
I don't know if you'll agree with this sentiment, but I hope
It's
someone.
Totoro.
If you put Trubbish here, I'm going to come over
I
there
wanted
and,
to.
throttle you.
I really wanted to, but I think what I'm actually going to give you
I mean, the official second best Pokemon.
is Slacking.
Trubbish. Oh. Oh.
That's kind of
Nice.
like
Yeah.
that's kind of like
Yeah, yeah,
Snorlax,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So Jamie
Oh, that
misses
means I'm
every,
big and
every
beefy,
other...
I can get in the way.
No, Jamie, you
Yeah,
don't get your next turn. Because
I realise that is a problem, but that's fine because my plan was to do something after I evolved. And that is get in the way, I guess.
Oh no, I
The body will still do the job. I want to bounce this brushwag off me, get in the way, save Alex's life with my big friendly gorilla sloth body, which was going to be a Snorlax, but I'm going to have to wait another year
So
for
your
that.
plan is to what? Get in the way.
Yep, I'm just going to body block.
You're just
Look at
gonna
that pose. I just off.
Body
Yeah.
block between the two of them here.
Yep. And because I'm an innocent bystander who wasn't involved in the kidnapping whatsoever, if they hurt me, they'll feel bad about it. And also, I own their suburb and they recognize me.
You do own their suburb. This is true. This is an established fact.
Established fact. We have law
Jinx.
backing it up.
So I'm just gonna get in the way. If they hurt me, it should dissuade them from continuing
for,
this
like,
act of violence.
How much how in the way you are, therefore how much harder it is for what's her face to
Sure.
for Brushwag to hit Alex.
Oh come on, my important roles suck.
Yeah, I'm afraid your report rolls do suck, and yeah, you're feeling a bit sleepy, right? You're feeling a bit eepy right now.
Wait, this is my slack off term.
Yeah, this is your slack off turn.
Dang it!
That makes sense. You're right.
I would like to still at the end of my turn roll for a new power.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can do that.
Alex, I tried to save you.
Well, how do you
Well,
feel
I
about
appreciate the effort.
fantastic matter channeling?
Oh, it's Jack from Jack 2 or 3 by the look of it.
To channel fantastic? I don't know. You figure that one out, buddy.
I need to go find some eco.
Your eco.
I think that's what the energy source in that game was called.
Okay.
I know.
Is that everybody, or is that no? It's Alex's go now, right?
Yeah.
Alex, you
Oh,
are
that's separate
adventure.
from fantastic element manipulation. It's fantastic matter channeling. I see.
Hmm. You are adventure, Alex. It's true facts about you.
I am adventure. I am
She's
the
gone for a while.
tales that people tell of times long gone.
Miles
And-
tales that people tell.
And I would like. This is Brshlthp's mother.
This is.
I would like to tell her of all the things that we've seen, all the things that we know.
Ooh.
Oh no, you're blowing our cover.
No. I would like to give
Regale
her the
her.
sense of wanderlust she has been missing, and hope that we can entice her to create a quest or something.
I
Give me
like
a
where the direction
quest.
this is going. You regale her with the story of the journey you took to get here, essentially.
Yeah.
I like this. And with the the wheel does not like it though.
The wheel doesn't like poetic endings.
The wheel doesn't like beautifully poetic endings, and I am beholden to the wheel. Such as it
You
would
should
not
have said
be a
on a
game
5+.
without- I should have. I was thinking like, oh, with the Sphinx in the sky, I'll give you like a +2, and then it was like not enough anyway. So I was too late to say it, and it didn't matter. She yeets herself at your head with her flight abilities
okay.
now.
Nice.
So this is gonna hit on an 8.
Dodge it!
Wait, she's learned to control it.
Oh, but you can
no.
yell dodge it, so we'll call it a 9 instead of. Oh, it doesn't matter. She doesn't. She still a bit lost in the flight. Loops around somewhere else. Hasn't quite figured it out yet.
Yeah, like the whole team has +1 to AC because I just shout dodge it continuously.
I mean,
it's the training of Bop It.
it is your go,
just-
Bear.
Yeah, okay.
Right,
So I'm going to use my power. You
These
know
two
how
move the
Alex
legs.
almost just blew the whole story open,
Yeah.
wide open?
Yeah.
I'm so Brushwag is now asking a bunch of questions about what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean?
What are you
See
doing,
a
my
time.
son?
I'm going to use my power to evasively answer those questions and redirect them to neighborhood matters. Like, oh, are there any, like block parties coming on soon? Or did you see what those neighbors did with their front yard a few doors down? Can you believe they did this in Jamie's suburb?
So your goal here is distraction, essentially.
Yeah, evasively answer the questions so that she forgets that we've taken her son on a bunch of misadventures. And...
Sure.
Oh, a 10. Oh, that was. I thought I was stopping on the 6.
I would have got
This
3
slid
6s in a
right
row if that
over
was
the
the
line.
case. You slid right over the line for a 10. I'll say that that's like enough to be that she's like she That's a bit of a mind that is thinking that way now. It's not like changed her course of action right now, but there's a bit of a mind that's like, no, I mean, you're right though. In Jamie's
like,
suburb
can
of
you
all
believe-
places,
Exactly.
right, yeah.
these people do these
This
things
place
in
is great.
Jamie's suburb. Would you like
Can
to
you
roll a new
believe
power?
they've not got a fence up to hide their bins out in their yard?
Would
Yeah.
you like to?
Oh, yeah. No, you should tell
Yeah,
me
yeah,
about
power
that,
me
and
up,
I'll come
power
down
me
on
up.
like a.
I shall one last dodge it.
Kind of I just roll to one
Talk
side.
meta comment. Oh my god, I get the power of editing the wiki.
You're not getting that.
You
You're
already
getting
had that power.
Instead, you're getting were tiger. Oh my word! Why is there such
That's
a
a
long
choice of
sexy
image.
fucking were tiger.
Oh,
choice of-
jeez. Actually, why do I need that?
It's
I just
becoming
need.
a whole narrative thing.
I just need that. That's all I need. You'll
Yeah.
figure it out from there.
Sure, where tiger. Is it a full moon?
It will be when I.
God damn.
If you turn slacking around, it will be.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, it is Slacking's go, I believe.
And my last turn was
Isn't
my
that,
slack
isn't that
off.
slack off? Isn't that a misturn to slack
We
off?
established that I slacked off last turn after
Allegedly,
becoming
we'll find
slacking.
out if how the wheel's feeling.
Yeah, right. Well, now I can. Is it channel? It's channel fantastic matter.
Yeah.
And I created a being of fantastic matter, of hope and of love, and I would like to channel the hope and the love from the god I created into everyone here. As I guess the new pope. I don't know.
Redisperse.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to solve it.
You're gonna put God into everyone's hearts, is what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't destroy. I'm just
Where
like
it
the
already
hope and
is by
love of God.
definition.
But I like this. I like the way you've comboed your abilities here. And
Yeah.
Brushwag is
I'm
like
fine with
open
that.
to this as well, with like other things going on in the mind. I'm gonna say this needs like a 6 to succeed. I think that's like.
Yeah,
We're
all
slowly
this god
bringing it
energy is
down.
making me an even sexier were tiger.
I thought you got a 5 for a second.
Yep. Oh.
The Sphinx fades out of existence and enters everyone's hearts, like disperses in a ball of light that enters everyone's
Where
hearts.
God should be. Yeah.
And a feeling of like love and acceptance comes over Brushwag as she descends back down to the ground and can put her feet back on the ground again. And it's like,
All right, but don't do it again.
And I say, family and friends, huh? They're great.
she attacks you on the way
Cut the
past.
credits.
All right, you go
She's
away with it.
distracted by my insane sexiness as Tony the Tiger fully pops out.
They slam the door behind them into their house.
Which door? Which door?
The real one.
They've got so many doors.
Thimblethip enters through the fake door, the sticker somehow. the two Brushwag and Brshlthp enter through the proper door. And congratulations, you've successfully returned Brshlthp home.
Yeah.
In your state, your
Yay, we did it.
absolute
And
nonsense
I'm now
state.
slacking forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
And my final power is I can pour cereal whenever I want.
Oh, and I can channel hope and love. Oh, that's great. Every
I
other
guess
turn.
So, where
And I'm adventure?
You
I
are
don't mind
just
being adventure.
Yep.
The
You're
spirit of
just the
adventure.
embodiment of. I didn't give you a chance to reroll. That's my bad.
Oh, wait.
But,
That was my turn. I would like to re-roll my power at the end of my
I also
turn.
didn't give
Yeah,
Alex a
give us
chance to
one
reroll.
final
It turns
power
out.
for our epilogue.
Oh, yeah.
All
Alex
right.
did also, yeah.
Your final powers.
Unless
Alex,
Alex
Doe
didn't want to.
generation.
You
Doe
get-
generation.
I'm going to be the spirit of adventure, as Bear
Oh, you're
said.
gonna keep the spirit adventure. Fair enough. Okay, in that
No,
case,
sorry, you're janking out silk from now on.
it seems
I
like
see
what
what my
go.
one is along the top there, and I'm very scared of
What's
parasitic
next? Innocence
immortality.
manipulation. What does that mean?
you get the ability to
some power of
manipulate.
I
good.
can make people guilty or innocent.
That sounds...
That means
Very bad.
Doe's nuts is never losing a lawsuit.
You're always innocent.
And Jamie,
In actual fact, I have to. What the
You
hell?
live
What the
on in
thing?
other people's hearts.
Yay!
Jamie, you sort of became the god that you created, in a way.
You
Yeah,
corrupted the energy
perfect.
of the god you created and now live by killing people.
Congratulations.
That's why I own the suburb. I own everything.
Oh yeah, the suburb is just your own like Gitrog monster story. People just keep having, those generations go through there. And they seem to die a little bit young, but no one really minds much because they're really distracted by all the cookie dough.
Well,
Cookie shop on every corner.
congratulations, guys. You successfully got Brshlthp home. Did you, however,
Hooray.
complete your secret objectives? Would you like to...
I did.
You did? How did you
Yes.
guys do? I think I
I
remember
forgot
roughly
about
what
mine
you
for a
got.
while there. I remembered it early on, and I forgot about it.
Yeah, it
for a
wasn't
while.
something you
I
actively pursue your one, I don't think, but
No.
I
also
actively
succeeded.
pursued it once.
fair.
I pursued it
I
at the end once after letting fate take the reins for a turn where I didn't do anything towards it.
I too pursued it once by feeding Jamie his favorite biscuits.
Oh, nice.
Because what were your secret objectives?
Do they match? Are they?
Mine was
matching
Jamie
chain?
must never go to 0 hit points.
Yep, right. It's a matching chain. Yeah.
Mine was Bear may never go to 0 hit points.
Yep. And mine was Alex must not die.
Alex
Yeah.
did a no damage run. Alex had a hit run.
Yeah, you're right. I had no idea how much damage it was going to be, but you guys got a couple of encounters that just like fixed it in one turn, and I was like, well, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, it felt like the Sphinx you just intended to be that way as well. Like if
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just follow the script, it's all good.
Yeah, the Sphinx was just a silly, like, if you want to, like, do anything, you
yeah,
can, but
legit.
if you just listen to it, it'll be fine.
And then I rolled my nat 20 on Valentine's Day.
On
Bullshit.
Valentine's Day chicken.
On making a
This is
chicken
true.
romance.
I did also, like, skip a couple of combat encounters, because I was like, we're running a bit long. We're just going to skip the ones that
Yep.
are kind of repetitive.
Tell us what
Also,
you
like-
left out.
I left out a horde of
You mentioned
skeletons and another super-powered person, which you sort of made me anyway in that door encounter. So, like,
Nice.
I was just going to get them to, like, roll 3 and pick the best one instead of you have to get whatever you're given. I thought it would be a
Mine
fun
was
way
just
to do it.
flipping the nature of reality.
it.
It was very funny to me that you basically just made no progress in that time as well, though.
Oh yeah, that's why when I was GMing, I didn't reset it to us having opened the door. I reset it to taking the
Yeah.
taking
I mean,
the
I was
possibility
fine
to be-
if Eddie
like,
did.
just
If Eddie
reset to
got
what we
rolls,
had.
if Eddie got rolls that would have succeeded, then I would have let it stand. But I wasn't forcing it.
I think it worked out quite well from that point of view.
Oh, we have an ad in 50 seconds, so I assume you want to do the outro as quickly as possible.
We can, you know where everything is. Everything's down in the description below. This will probably be on YouTube at some point, so we'll be all down there as well. I put links to all of our stuff. Come hang out. We do these every other Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Not every other. No, not all every other. You'll figure it out. You're a smart lot. We've got a podcast. That's a great time. Check that out. Or just come hang out here on Twitch or YouTube, wherever you happen to be watching this VOD. We'll be back on Thursday with some Magic the Gathering. And in the meantime,
Yeah, it's draft.
draft. Excellent. There you
Draft.
go, great.
And
Good check
don't
out.
forget to eat those nuts.
Eat those nuts.
Our new sponsor, a non-existent company.
Non-existent company. And in the meantime, have a lovely
paid us.
evening.
No.
Good night, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.